tell you something, Abby. You have accomplished something that is absolutely amazing. Your show should be in every school. They should listen because you bring good values. Take it from me. What you are doing is educating. It's the world is a better world. It's a better place thanks to you.
You make each of us feel like we're more than we know how to even.
Oh, my dear, what did they do?
You got doors opening to topics, ideas, passions that you can't even imagine. So get ready to blast off.
We're coming to you live with Avi Klein. You can really feel. Oh, hang on. Just getting word. We're actually good to head inside now. Good evening. I'm one of your TKN hosts that helped make the magic happen. The New Network founder and CEO Avi Klein began TKN in 2020 at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown. He wanted a space where artists could come together and create. He wanted a space to bring people together, even if only virtually. Avi is not an interviewer. He's a conversationalist. And that's what makes TKN so different. This is a place where the celebrities, your TKN hosts, you, the engine, where everyone can truly be themselves. This is a place where people arrive as strangers and leave as friends. Toward the end of tonight's introduction, you'll see a collage of those we've lost on this journey. They are a huge part of TKN and always will be. Their contributions, their presence, their joy will never be overlooked or forgotten, and they will always be remembered. They're watching every Saturday night with pride and love in their hearts. I am beyond excited for the 300th live consecutive episode of TKN Saturday Night. So let's get to it.
The greatest wealth is when you can share it with someone. You can share your victories, you can share your failure, you can express your deepest feelings, but the greatest wealth is to be able to say that I have a friend. And I feel an unbelievable level of wealth, and a lot of that is because I have somebody like you.
And the wait is over, because tonight, right here, right now, it is the 300th episode of TKN Saturday Night. How long have you been waiting? It feels like I've been chomping at the bit waiting for this for I don't know how long. It is finally here. The wait is over. And have we got a banger for you tonight. And of course, it's not just me. I've got the rest of the hosts. Let me start bringing these folks in, because just like me, they're chomping at the bit to entertain, educate, edutain you. First off, bringing her in is our gal from, I'm going to bring her in. Miranda, come on down. Come on down.
Kelly!
Hey.
It's episode 300.
300 in the books, starting right now. Let's bring in some more folks. Let's bring in, and I don't know if he's sharp. I don't know if he's peaceful. I'm going to bring in Pete. Come on down.
Thank you for that, Kelly. I know I'm supposed to be peaceful, but this is the 300th episode. And after that intro, that amazing intro, that got me excited seeing all 300 episodes. That was amazing. I'm trying not to curse. It's a family show. That was amazing. That was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, beyond amazing. It's gonna get hotter tonight, because the next person I'm bringing in is our personal Mr. Coffee, Joe Rizart. Come on down.
Hello, and welcome to you, Kelly, and thank you for welcoming me. 300, not 200, not 199 or 299. It is 300 episodes.
Ready.
That's not a mind blower. I don't know what is. But speaking of mind blowing, the next person coming in is known as the Enigma, Hauser. Come on in, man.
Hello. I'm very excited to be here tonight. I have so many words, and excitement's one of them.
I think excitement's a very appropriate word. And I tell you somebody else, and we're bringing her in last, but definitely not least. And I know this lady is excited. Giselle, join us. Come on in.
I am thrilled. It's episode 300. We are here. We are ready to go. I know that the engine is going to love what we have in store to celebrate tonight.
You're sure?
That's awesome. I'm loving the shirt, Giselle. That is awesome.
Now, wait a minute. Time out. I am looking at the screen here, and I realized my mind has been so blown, I have forgotten someone. Yeah. There may be people out there that wish he would stay forgotten, but he is one of us. He is a host. So last, actually, but not least, just in time, bring in Justin.
Justin.
What it is. We got it going on tonight.
That we do. There is so much going on tonight. I honestly don't know where to start with it. This goes back a long, long time. I personally, I came in at episode 100. Hey, somebody's saying, hey, Justin. Cookie's saying, hey, Justin.
82.
All right. Okay. Oh, baby. Yeah, let's go.
Awesome shirt. Absolutely. Look at Giselle right there. Can she get a solo? Can she get a solo and show off the fit? Can she get a solo, please, back in the back?
Oh, wait a minute. I want to ask something. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. You're wearing a TKN shirt. Are you holding on us or what?
Nope. I'm definitely
Look at this.
We
Look at this. I thought, wait a minute, Giselle. Let me say something. I thought I knew you well, Giselle, but here she is storing TKN shirts, not letting us know about it. Guys and gals and pals, do you know who created these shirts? The one and only Chad Dixon right here. He did this on his own. Mr.
And I bet he's
Canada,
thinking to himself, I bet he's
Mr.
thinking,
Canada-
Giselle actually looks the best. But
I would
thank
agree.
you, Chad.
But Mr. Canada created this on his own. He's got shirts in white, shirts in black, got this, the sweaters, the hoodies, all that stuff. Guys, what I want to do is this. I want to say hi to the engine really quickly because we're going to kick things off with a very interesting game. An interesting game with an interesting guest. That's how we're starting things off. But first off, let's give a shout out to Natalie who wants a TKN shirt. We got to send Natalie a TKN shirt. Natalie. We got Dragonfly Princess.
Yeah.
Did great during workshop last night. Workshops are free if you want to workshop. Allison's in the house. Thank you, Allison, for joining us as well.
Yeah, Allison.
Got a small size for Angel who's here. So is Christopher.
Christopher.
Sunny is here, guys and gals.
Sunny,
Kooky Echoes is in the house. Thank you, Kooky, for being here as well.
Hey, baby.
Sorry, we got about 1351 watching. Hello, Willie Wilson.
Will.
Our original
Hey.
viewer. Still here. Lester, who's always cooking, is in the house as well.
Wow.
All right, we got Justin Thomas. Nice to see you, Justin.
Hey, good to see you,
All
Bubba.
right, all right.
TM82T5N. Nice to see you as well. Sal's here. We're going to keep shouting you out. Bethany, thank you again for being here as well. Where's
Absolutely.
Bethany's comment? She's got a lot of comments over here, guys. A lot of you are commenting live, but guess what? Keep doing that because that helps out our algorithm, right, Eric? You know what we're talking about. Eric Saltzman, he's here. I believe I saw a Julio comment as well. Alexander, guys, keep
Nice.
commenting. But I want to remind you all this. Some of you might have been asking me, hey, after that DDP-DMC match, since that's promoted as one of the final matches of Round 2 of the Celebrity Tournament, when is Part 2 happening? July the 11th. Why? We have a special 300th episode tonight, as you can see. And next Saturday night, it's the 4th of July, the 250th, guys and gals and pals. There'll be a special episode. You'll find out the theme during tonight's outro, so stick around for that. But DDP, DMC, July 11th. Tune in for that. Guess what, guys and gals and pals? Who's going to go home? You got to find out. This is the final lap of round number 2, where as of now, 173 Hall of Famers from the world of sports, music, wrestling, not to mention Oscar, Grammy, Tony, Emmy, Golden Globe, AMA, WGA, Drama Desk, and Olympians all competing for the pride of the prize. All you got to do is look in their eyes. There are no lies. They want to win this thing because of what it stands for. So with that, as round 3 is upon us, as our live events are upon us, as our collaboration with Matt TV is upon us, as Giselle not holding out on TKN t-shirts is upon us, as all of those things are upon us.
Now.
We're going to have fun tonight, and we're going to celebrate. And guys and gals and pals, including our hosts, who are going to be part of this fabulous game, are going to keep their eyes on this screen right now. Because, by the way, to all our suits and ties watching, thank you again, Progresso Soup, for making this a great show. The reason why I'm not on camera tonight is because I want to celebrate behind-the-scenes producing for this crew over here that does so much every day. We appreciate them. They are consistent. They are artistic warriors is what they are. So with that, our eyes will be now on screen for this sight before your very eyes. Guys and gals and pals, here's the game I have, and here's the game we're going to premiere right now. Wait for it! It is Jacques Rougeau who thinks or win, guys and gals and pals. Look at that. What is this? What does he have before our very eyes? Let's get Mr. Rougeau in the house.
All right.
Episode 300, Mr. Jacques the Mountie Rougeau, Pro Wrestling Legend, and so much more. A dear friend, welcome, my friend.
Thank you so much. This is so amazing. The hype is so big that I'm shrinking in my pants right now. But anyway, I got to tell you guys, first of all, congratulations to the whole crew. I followed you. You've been amazing, and it's been such a journey since I've been following this game and being part of it in different ways, being a judge, being a contestant, being everywhere, and now having this game come. I think we're gonna have some fun. I wanted to, and this is a suggestion I gave to Avi as we spoke offline. And I said to myself, since I've been following this show, I've been learning so much about history, about, but the American history. I'm Canadian, and and as much as it's interesting, I thought that we could bring something different, but it was very controversial. But we're going to test this tonight and see if it passes or it doesn't pass. Okay. But I'm thinking the questions were always like historical, technical. I wanted, because all these people that come on board every week after week that were my heroes when I was young, and I see them today. I wanted to see a side that was different of them. I wanted to see something that wasn't prepared. I wanted to see how they would react, spontaneous answers, something where you're put on the spot. Now, you could be a hero or you could be a zero. and this is going to be the game. This is the game that I'm hoping that everybody's going to enjoy tonight.
Thank you so much, Jacques. I'm excited.
That's awesome, bro.
Can't wait.
This is going to work because our engine, we've got your questions, a Q&A to come up a bit later. All of your questions have been gathered, and if you have any more, we'll answer them. Sure, that's coming up. Special testimonial videos and much more tonight, but it starts off with the one and only Jacques Rougeau's Sink or Swim. So here's how it's going to work. Jacques is going to select one of you, Miranda or Kelly or Joe or House or Giselle, Pete or Justin. He's going to select one of you to be on screen. And guess what? When he's finished asking you the question and you elaborate as much as you can, be as honest as you possibly can. That's how to win this game, is to be honest and direct. Once you're finished, he has a brand new question for another TKN host. But, Jacques, who are we going to start off with, Mr. Rougeau?
Well, there's going to be 4 contestants. I'm going to choose 4 tonight, 4 out of you 7.
That's correct.
And it's going to be improvised. I'm just going to go by whoever just appeals to me for this kind of question. So I had no idea who was going to be there tonight. I wasn't sure, but I knew all of you personally from what I've learned to know. So I have to make a choice. So don't take it personal if you're chosen or if you're not chosen. I only have 4 questions. This is remind you guys that this is a test. This is only a test game, so we're going to have fun. So I'm looking at my first question here, and I'm thinking, appropriate for this question, I'm going to have to go with Kelly.
Kelly White.
Okay.
Kelly, I'm going to go with you, Kelly. So,
all right, brother.
So my question is, and I'm sorry if I
Mr. Rougeau, guys and gals. Mr. Rougeau, there we go.
Okay, so here we go. You're on a boat, Kelly, and you're with your wife. You're younger now in age, and you have, and your wife is 30 years old, and you have a 10-year-old child with you on the boat. You're in the middle of the ocean, and in that spontaneous time, a big storm occurs. The boat tips over. And you have 2 life vests, and one needs to be kept by you. Who would you give the other life vest to? To your 10-year-old kid or your 30-year-old wife?
Wow, you're a mean one, Mr. Rougeau. That's a tough question. Well, let's look at it as logically as we can, because emotions are the downfall of panic situations. I'm figuring that a 10-year-old is probably not going to have the strength to keep themselves up. However, my 30-year-old wife would, as would I. So I would give her the life vest, and we could pass the child back and forth between us as we attempted to stay afloat and be rescued. The other thing is with the life vest, keeping the child, both of our mentalities would be to keep the child as safe as possible. If they're riding on top of us, imagine both of us on our back and kind of, as we get tired, passing him back and forth, he's not going to be thrashing around, which is a lot less likely to bring in the curiosity of those nasty sharks. We're going to be floating as calmly as we possibly can. If we see any land moving gently towards it, keeping our eyes to the sky, to wave or something if we can.
Kelly?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
You have to spare a life.
So you're saying I have to abandon someone?
Yes.
Wow.
I appreciate you trying to save both. And but you have to spare one and let one go.
Jacques, you're meaner than I thought. That's tough. And I can't be one of them. I can't self-sacrifice, can I?
30-year-old wife or 10-year-old kid? Sink or swim? Yeah. That's my game.
These are probably, I don't know.
Now you're in the middle of this. You're caught in a situation. It's spontaneous. You have to make a choice.
Right.
What do you do? You look at your wife in her eyes, and you look at your kid in his eyes. What do you do?
We're parents. Our kids mean more. They mean more to us than our lives. The fact I can't, take the hit really sucks. But I would have to sacrifice my wife in this situation.
Thank you so much for your thoughts. Thank you so much for this, Kelly. I'm sorry that I put you on the spot.
So it's okay.
Guys and gals and pals, sink or swim. Jacques Rougeau's own Sink or Swim, a game that he developed on his very own. And you're going to be seeing more different variations of Sink or Swim. Kelly J. White, was that one of the toughest questions anyone's ever asked you in your entire life?
I mean, yes, it is. Thank everything that it's purely theoretical. But yeah, those aren't the types of questions that people ask other people typically. In a place where you can't, do something humorous and brush it off. And, that's not what we do here at TKN. I know that wasn't Jacques' intention. I know his intention wasn't to mentally traumatize me, though he didn't. No, I'm kidding. I'm okay. But, yeah, it's when you actually, think about this stuff, it hits you in the feels. And yes,
I'm thinking, Kelly,
Avi, that was the toughest.
I'm thinking, Kelly, I want to get why I'm doing this and why I asked Avi to try and get into this a little bit is because I really want to get to know the people that we're listening to every weekend. I want to know what kind of human being they are. I don't want to see a written answer that they looked up to or an answer that was in a book or an answer. I want to get to know how they feel and how they think in their head. And for me, those questions are really a tester. And it's going to put people in very uncomfortable positions. So It's going to be a do or die situation. But I think people are going to have fun to get to know these people that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we continue with the next, let's bring all the hosts back in here. I do want to ask Jacques a question, but I want to bring in all the hosts, Justin and Giselle, because Jacques can ask a different question to a different TKN host. But I have to ask Jacques a question real quick, because I was thinking of the question he asked Kelly. Jacques, in my case, would ex-wives count? Would that be okay, or?
No.
Ex-girlfriend? No, they don't count.
The ex-wife goes in the same order as the mother-in-law.
Jacques, my friend, if ex-girlfriends count, I can answer that in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. But guys and gals, Mr. Jacques Rougeau is now going to pick another TKN host with a brand new question of his.
Okay. For this one, I'm going to take Justin.
Justin is next, guys and gals. We're going to keep Justin here. This just in. He will be taking care of this. Kelly White, of course. A very tough question for Sink or Swim. Put Joe backstage. Take it away, Mr. Rougeau.
All right, my man. Hit me.
You're my hero, Justin. So now show me why.
Thank you.
So here it is. So here it is. Your wife is in labor. You leave your home. She's screaming in pain. You're heading towards the hospital. You are exactly 10 minutes from the hospital. And she is in the back seat laying down. And she says to you, the baby's coming now. Now. You don't know nothing about being a doctor. Do you keep going towards the hospital, or do you pull over and try to do it with her yourself?
That's a tough one. Especially if she's on the back seat of my Harley, we might have a problem there. But that's tough. I think I would have to pull over and see if I could help. If she's that close, if she says the baby's coming, I could drive as fast as I want. I'm not going to make it to the hospital before this child enters this world. So I'm going to pull over, see if I can do something to help her. Hope maybe somebody will drive by to help me, but definitely going to have to pull over. Like I said, I'm not going to make it to the hospital. I'm 10 minutes away from the hospital, and the baby's coming now. That baby's coming out whether I'm driving or not. So let me stop the car. Sure, there's a lot of bouncing going around when I'm driving.
What you said, I don't think your wife's going to make it too if she's in the back of your Harley giving labor. Come on, Justin.
Well, that's what I said to start with. If she's on the back of the Harley, we got a bigger problem than that.
But Justin, you don't know nothing about bringing a child into this world.
I don't know nothing about birth and no babies.
And as you know, a pregnant woman, a woman that's going in labor, she sometimes for a long time thinks the baby's coming. And he's not coming.
True. This is true. But I can't take that chance. Driving while she's going into labor, whether it's really happening or not, is not a good thing. I'm hitting bumps. I'm making quick turns. I'm, pedal to the metal to get to the hospital. That's not a good situation. I'm going to pull over. I'm going to get in that back seat with my wife, hold her hand, talk to her, calm her. And if the baby starts coming out, pray to the Lord.
Get the scissors out.
That's what I got to do. That's my best option, I think.
Very good. I think that's what I do too.
You are a mean one there, Mr.
Very honest. And now I got to bring this up to Red Pill, Mr. Red Pill, Richard. This is definitely Jacques' questions. This is his game called Sink or Swim. It's our premiere edition of Sink or Swim. As you can see, Jacques Rougeau, Sink or Swim. Great questions from Mr. Jacques Rougeau. Phil, Justin, I'm going to put you backstage. And right now, let's bring everybody in. Let's bring Hauser and Kelly and Pete. Let's bring everybody in. Okay, now Jacques Rougeau has two more questions.
Ooh.
Who will he select? We'll find out right now. Mr. Rougeau, the floor belongs to you.
Some questions.
Well, I'm going to have to make this kind of more even now. I'm going to go ahead and choose Miranda.
Miranda is next.
Good luck.
Miranda, if you're nervous, that's a good thing. What kind of question does Mr. Jacques Rougeau have? A thought-provoking question.
I'm nervous, but I'm ready.
Don't be. The worst one, Kelly got it. So anyway, so Miranda, you are a mother of two kids, and you've been happily married for 15 years.
Mm.
And you go on a business trip. And I don't know how it happens, but you meet someone and you fall in love. It's love at first sight.
Wow.
And now he's asking you to leave with him, and you're in love with him. You fell in love over your head, and you have 2 kids at home with your husband that's been always there and good for you.
Mm.
What do? Do you stay with your husband if you're not as happy or no more emotionally involved, like excited, lust, and all that? You stay for the kids? Or do you go for a new adventure, which is amazing your eyes? And so what do?
Wow. Well, if I really fell in love, and this is actual love and it's not lust or any crazy other emotions, if it's actual love, I would see it as, I guess I was happily married, but maybe I wasn't in love with my husband this entire time. It was happy, or it was comfortable, but it wasn't actual love with him, because I wouldn't have fallen in love with this other person.
And keep in mind that your 2 kids do not want you to leave.
Right. So I don't think I would leave. I would go back home. I would leave my husband. Yes, eventually I would start the process of speaking to him about the marriage and seeing how, what we can do with custody of the children. I would never leave my children. That wouldn't be a possibility. If I had to just up and leave my entire family with the children and my husband, I would have to try to make it work at home. But if I could somehow leave with my children to this new relationship, and then my husband can see the children, whenever, then that would be best. Because if I met this person and now I'm in love with this person and I realize my marriage was not really as happy as I thought, or I wasn't in love as I thought.
So let me make it more interesting.
Oh, no.
Your 2 kids who love their father give you a choice. You stay with us or you leave on your own.
Oh, wow. I guess I would have to stay with them. Yeah, I would stay with them, because I don't think that I could leave my children behind like that. And, if I was happy with my husband and everything's okay, there was nothing serious going on, I could stay and try to make it work out. I mean, there's always going to be that in the back of my head. What if I would have went with this other person? Would life have been this grand adventure or something like that? I don't know. But unfortunately, if you leave something good for something better, you might end up screwing yourself over in the end. So
your answer is absolutely up to my expectations. Thank you very much, Miranda. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacques. This is interesting.
Sink
I like
or
it.
swim, sink or swim. Guys and gals and pals, Miranda, let's get everyone on screen now. Again, the TKN hosts with the mosts, plural, not singular. Pete Sharpie, or the peaceful one, Kelly J. Whitehauser, Odalock, Justin, Giselle, and Joe. Guys, okay, so we already heard from Kelly. Guys, we heard from Justin. We heard from Miranda. One more to go, Mr. Jacques Rougeau.
Well, I wish I could have one question for all of you, but I only had 4 tonight. So I'm fan of all 4 of you, all 7 of you. So I'm, but I'm gonna have to go and pair this off, 2 men, 2 women. So, no, needless to say, Giselle, c'est à ton tour. And so I'm going to pick you, Giselle, for this last one.
Giselle's next. And before I have our host go backstage, I can tell you right now, you're going to see and hear a lot from them tonight. And I know they're happy to see all of you who are just popping in as well. Gus Galaxy popping in. Gus, nice to see you, Gus. How about this? A dear friend of mine who I love working with behind the scenes as much as I love speaking with him one-on-one, and his beautiful wife, Paul McKeskey, Kelly White's partner in Team Challenge. Paul McKeskey here.
Yeah.
Paul, welcome Linda as well. Eric, nice to see you again. Richard, thanks for hanging out here. Guys, keep commenting because they help us out a ton. This is free. It's free preview, as you know. And guys and gals, I don't want your dime. I want your time. As you know, Myron, welcome as well. We're going to keep shouting you out, guys, and have conversations with you tonight. But right now, you heard Mr. Rougeau. It's Sink or Swim, in case you don't know. The brand new game here premiering on the new network, Jacques Rougeau's Sink or Swim, starring Jacques Rougeau. And for this segment, the one and only Giselle. So Justin's going backstage. Hauser, Pete, Mr. Kelly White, Miranda, and Joe. Mr. Rougeau, the floor is yours.
Giselle, I couldn't help to start this new segment with Sink and Swim. Sink or Swim. So I have to finish it with Sink or Swim.
Okay.
So you are by a river, a very, very active and strong river with a lot of rapids in it, dangerously rapids in it. And you are by the river, and suddenly your dog falls into the river. Do you jump in to try and save your dog, or do you just live with the losses?
Oh, no question, I'm jumping in. That isn't even a possibility. I wouldn't even be thinking about that. I would be diving head first. I would use
now you're saying that, Giselle, because you're saying that, Giselle, because you're not seeing the river. I'm talking about a very, very dangerous, rapid river where the current is strong, and you you look at it and it looks like there's no way out of it. But your dog that you love falls in it. And then you know the chances of survival are slim. What do?
I understand the destructive power of water. It would not even be a thought to jump in after. We either perish together or I don't even know what I would do, because at that point, my dog's name would be Elle. And Elle is absolutely my best friend and my comfort. And there is no way, even if there is only a 1% chance of saving her and both of us getting out of those rapids, that I would not even think, and I would just jump in. Impulse and instinct would take over, and I would be there for her, just as Elle has been there for me.
You know, Giselle, from the beginning of this whole tournament, I fell in love with you because of the way you think, your emotions, and you're so compatible with me. And I appreciate so much your answer. And I think I would do the same thing. I think so. If I had the nerves to do it, I think I would do it too. Yeah. Thanks for playing the game.
That's the point where adrenaline kicks in and everything else goes out the window.
Yeah, but Giselle, what about adrenaline? You're talking adrenaline. You know, a lot of our TKN hosts, guys, there's about 7 TKN hosts. You're one of the TKN hosts that's in round number 3. What happens if you face a Jacques Rougeau?
No, I don't want that.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to kick his butt.
So, yeah, that's okay. So, listen, can we get...
Jacques, but I'm going to kick your butt.
Avi, can I have the other guests to come on? I want to just say one thing.
You can't. I just want to say one thing before we do, guys. I want to mention this because you're all playing along, and I really think that's great. Gus, celebration of epic proportion. Our own Paul McKeskey, who's, again, sweetheart of a human being. I'll figure a way for us both to survive. Let us know how. Yeah, let us know the hows. Let us know what you would do in these situations that Giselle, Kelly, Miranda, and Justin were in as well. This game is great. Jacques Rougeau's special, the premiere of Sink or Swim. Let's bring in the hosts. And after Jacques has a message for you, I'm going to keep him on screen for another video, a very brief video. And he's going to see what I'm talking about real soon. But before then, let's bring in Kooky Echoes. You're right. Let's bring in Peaceful Pete, Hauser Odalock, Kelly J. White, Miranda, Mr. Joe, and, of course, guys and gals, Justin.
So, thank you, Avi. I just wanted to finish off by telling everybody I want to see my heroes of when I was young that appear week after week put in a position like that where it's spontaneous and we get to know the person. Like all four of you, I've learned more about you tonight, all four, than I've learned in the last 2 years because I saw the real you inside. And I want to see the real you and all the new people that come week after week, all these superstars that we all think that are superheroes, untouchable, that they're all like us. And I want to go and find that soul that they have inside of them. And I hope that you enjoyed this game as much as I did.
Definitely.
That was fun. Thank you, Jacques.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It's the challenging game because, like I said, when I first heard Jacques' question, I'll repeat myself again. I asked if it was possible to pick ex-girlfriends. He shot me down. He said no. The whole list of them. But guys, speaking of a list, how about this? We have a list of luminaries, including Jacques and Paul McKeskey. We have right now, again, I'm not going to flex about certain things, but I will flex about the fact that no one in the industry has done what we've done consistently. We've never taken a night off on Saturday and Wednesdays, we know that, but we have a 300-episode streak. It takes 5 days to produce one. This has so many elements, as you can see. This is not a podcast. We know this. This is the largest celebrity tournament online. We also know that round 3 is around the corner. We also know that Jacques Rougeau is a third rounder. So with that, I have another video I want to play right now. I want Jacques to be on screen because he's going to react to this, and so will all of you. But guys, I'm starting to think, I don't know if you're doing this, if you're into the NCAA tournament and filling out brackets. I'm starting to think about the two words, what if? What if? That's the question that's on my mind right now. I'm starting to think about what if. So guys and gals and pals, in the comment section and our host on screen, what if?
A time, two legends forged their own paths. One built on power, one built on precision. For years, they captivated audiences around the world.
But you took it to the stratosphere. That I commend you.
I'm sorry you already finished my intro. I was just starting to enjoy it.
Now, their stories collide. Not inside a wrestling ring, but inside the arena of conversation.
And I had to face my biggest fears. And I remember that week before I pre-planned that I was going to do it.
I mean, when we talk about George S. Patton, what people don't realize that this was the most feared general that was attached to the Allies.
Two amazing careers. One unforgettable round 3 match. Stevie Ray. Jacques Rougeau. A dream match, years in the making.
Guys and gals,
match. Whoa!
So we have an official round 3 match now, the very first.
Yes.
No, I can't say it is. I can't say it's official. I can't say it's official. That's what it. Hold on. But well, wait a minute. Kelly asked an interesting question. I promise you, this is spontaneous. Jacques and I didn't talk about this. If you guys want to see Jacques Rougeau and Stevie Ray in round 3, I want your comments. You guys, you're the engine. You drive the car. I want to ask our host for a reaction, and then Mr. Jacques Rougeau for one, and then we'll bid Jacques Rougeau good evening. But first, I want to hear from Kelly, Miranda, Joe, Justin, Pete, Hauser, and Giselle. Really quickly, guys, what about Jacques Rougeau and Stevie Ray in round number 3 if that happens? Kelly, your thoughts, Kelly?
I think it would be an excellent match. I think it's going to be very different. I think Jacques in this arena is a little gentler soul than Stevie Ray, but sometimes that gets votes. So, yeah, it'd be a very viable match and very edutaining to watch, is what I say.
Edutaining, says Kelly White. Paul McKeskey, guys, NBA legend. Yes. He says yes.
Oh,
thank you. That was innovating. Appreciate. Ralph says make it happen, Captain. Yes. Yes, we do. Angel Lee says, what kind of match that would be. Sal, yes, I would love these comments. I'd love to see them both go at it, but then I'd be so bummed to see one of them go. Right. Chad, that would be a very challenging match for both gentlemen. Indeed. Lester says, yes, indeed. Of course. We have more. Let's see if there's some more comments here. Thank you, Bruce. Indeed. That is going to be, says Paul McKeskey, crazy. Don't know who will win, but it will be all out. All out. Absolutely. I want to ask Hauser Odalak, we haven't heard much from Hauser. Your thoughts?
Sure. Well, I think it's going to be an interesting meeting of styles. Mr. Jacques he comes very much from the heart. The crowd loves him. I mean, he could sell a phone book to someone without a phone. Someone who comes in very, very direct, very abrasive and very aggressive. So that matching of styles, not to say Mr. Jacques is not himself very aggressive, but it's in his own loving way. He could do that. And it's going to be a very fascinating match. Either way, I want to see it. Let's book it.
Everyone wants to see it. Eric says, yes, bring it on. Cookie Echo says, would love to see it. They'd be diving deep with their different styles. Joe, your opinion?
Man, I think that we should have that match. I think everyone's loved what they've seen from our Team Challenge match before. I mean, Jacques did a phenomenal job, and so did Stevie. But I want to also see, I like what Jacques brought up with Sink or Swim. I want to see those discussions that go just beyond the history and go beyond. I want to know, like, your soul, how you would react in those situations. So, yes, I say put Jacques and Stevie together.
Okay, there we go. Joe says, yes, hey, we might book this thing. Hey, if this thing gets booked, we'll talk predictions in a few weeks. Miranda, your thoughts?
Wow. So I think it would be very, very interesting to see Jacques and Stevie up against each other. It's like seeing the heart and the power going at it. And Jacques, of course, has a huge heart. And I love when you talk about bullying as well, and you share all your experiences. And it means so much to me to hear that. And I'm sure to a lot of other people as well. And, you know, Stevie knows a lot about American history. And they just have two different styles. They could bring so much to the match. We would learn so much. And there'd be powerful moments. There'd be heartwarming moments. It would be an amazing blend. The only thing that I would hate is to see one of you guys end up being eliminated. That's the only hard thing about that. Okay. And I love Sink or Swim. I love it.
We have more comments from Bruce. Definitely want to see the deeper human being. Who would have thought, by the way, that on episode 300 we'd be booking a match, guys? Who would have thought that, right?
Yeah.
Where else can you see that live? Bruce says, I want to see the deeper human being and see their minds and souls really going at it. That's why you probably love Sink or Swim, Bruce. I appreciate the comment because Jacques wants to see that as well. How deep can they go? Christopher, it's going to be one fantastic match. Says Christopher, we have more. Before I kick it over to Pete with his comments about this dream match, Justin, heart and soul. Paul McKesson called the Battle of the Odd Couple. The Battle of the Odd Couple. Jacques has a huge heart. We do know that. I agree with you. Passion and grit. You guys are actually, you know what we are? This is what I do for a living. We're in a writer's room. We're actually coming up with taglines. Passion and grit. Right. Yes. TNA2, I think that would be an amazing debate. Jacques asked Stevie a Sink or Swim. Then Stevie can retort. Both are very important. TKN says, Bethany, look at this. This is incredible. Is it booked? I'll let you know in a minute. Lester, that match would be a very good snobberknocker. So, Pete, your thoughts?
I mean, wow. Put pen to paper. Let's get this happening because this is going to be a fantastic match. The lovability of Jacques, the aggressiveness of Stevie Ray and Jacques Schumer mixed into one. It's going to be a fantastic match. Let's do it, Avi. Let's do it.
Ralph agrees. Stevie isn't that tough. I heard his heart goes a longer way. Dragonfly, both titles rock. I'm going to ask Justin what he thinks. Weigh on this, Justin.
All right, this would be a great match. They have different styles, even in the ring. Stevie Ray is just all power and brawn and just slams you around. Jacques is more technical. He does things you don't expect, and before you know it, 1, 2, 3, he's got you. The same thing would happen in a match. Stevie, as we've seen, is very aggressive. You better hear me. That's what I'm saying. And Jacques is, this is what it's like. This is what it's about. He touches your heart. Man, I want to see this match.
You're talking about individuals who on a very high scale are emotionally and intellectually superior to many people I've met in my life. And what happens when these two worlds collide? It could be one incredible match that could be booked in the 5th round, but you're saying you guys want it in the 3rd round. Giselle, your thoughts?
Right now.
Oh, the 3rd round does feel very early for this kind of a match, but we have a taste of it with the celebrity team talent that we've seen them.
We did a taste, yeah.
Yes. Jacques, you undersell yourself. And I think you have a little hidden weapon that I'm aware of, and I'm not sure anyone else is, that is going to help you if they keep that in mind. But as everyone else is saying, the complete...
What would this hidden weapon be? I mean, could you announce that?
Really? Come on, tell us.
Jacques doesn't know what it is.
I
What's
know.
this hidden weapon?
Jacques, you're bilingual.
True.
Yeah, but that's not going to help me.
I think it helps more than you think it does. Think a little abstractly there.
I honestly think, Giselle, to be honest with all you guys, I think that karma just bit me in the butt. It's gonna be amazing because I fear that man. I fear that man because he's so smart. He's so intelligent. He's so knowledgeable. He's American. He knows the culture. He's so that's going to play against me. However, I'm not throwing in the white flag.
No.
However, I'm just saying that this sink and swim thing may bring upon our listeners something that's more close to me, my heart, emotions. And then so if I could bring him into my world, I think that would be the key. It was to bring him in my world. In his world, I can't beat him. But if I bring him in my world, I think maybe I could get the empathy and the sympathy of the people because I want to go to Greece. So let me put it this way.
Yo,
Stevie Ray, my last words to you are, bring it on, brother.
Oh!
There it is.
Bring it on, guys.
There it is.
Bring it on, he says to Stevie Ray.
Stevie Ray here.
Yeah.
And I want to send a congratulations to my buddy, Mr. Avi Klein, celebrating his 300th episode of the new network. What a milestone, brother. I remember when we was talking about this years ago, and now look at you, brother. 300 in the hole, and I don't know how many more to go. Congratulations, buddy. 300. It ain't easy, baby, but somebody got to do it. Stevie Ray here. Peace.
Aww.
As we bid Jacques Rougeau a very good evening, I do want to reiterate, I did not expect such a flurry of comments that are encouraging this to be official. So if you want this match to be official, keep reminding us. I'm not going to announce it tonight. I'll make a decision soon. We'll see if that happens or not. We haven't announced the 3rd round match yet, but we'll see what happens. Jacques Rougeau, anything you want to tell your amazing fans in the comment section?
You know what? I want to thank everybody. I get so many nice comments. Sometimes when I'm commenting the show, I have participants that talk to me at the same time, and they're always so nice to me. And I feel part of the group. I feel part of the family and welcomed. And it's an amazing show. And this spring, I was very busy with Comic-Cons and different shows and wrestling shows, and I wasn't there for about a couple of months, and I missed you guys. I swear to God, I missed you guys. I missed the judges. I missed all you guys that are on the panel tonight. I had so much fun with this. I never thought, Avi, you'd give me a platform to put this game together, sink and swim, and now I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed it as much as I did, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and do it again to to other people, and actually to my heroes and to other contestants. If once in a while you could have me on, I'm going to get to learn about these beautiful souls and people that join the show week after week, and get to know them on a more personal level.
Well, I appreciate your words, my friend. For those that don't know, even though Jacques doesn't like compliments, hey, too bad it's my show. I'm going to compliment him. Jacques Rougeau does a lot behind the scenes. He does a ton. He cares about the fans. And if you ever see him live at a live event, you'll know what I'm talking about. He's there for every single person. He does it from the heart. It was a blessing to meet you on my birthday, along with Giselle and, of course, Natalie, and many, many more meetings. Thank you for joining us, my friend.
Thank you so much, all of you tonight, for participating. Thank you so much. It was a blast for me. And happy 300th show.
Thank you, Mr. Rougeau.
Thank you, Jacques.
Jacques Rougeau, what a class act, guys and gals. What a class act. Great to see. Jacques Rougeau, sink or swim. Guys, and by the way, here's the thing about Jacques that I also want to let you know. I agree with Giselle. He can bring every single utensil to the table, Mr. Rougeau. Everything.
Oh, yeah.
An intelligent man, a passionate man, an honest man. And I like his honesty.
Yes.
He's very direct. And you don't encounter, you know what it is that speaks to me about Jacques? You encounter people in this world who share their honesty when they're ready or when they want to. Jacques Rougeau will always share his honesty. Whether you're ready, whether he's ready, he's going to share it because that's the only language that he speaks, and I love that. Honesty, honesty, honesty. That's Mr. Jacques Rougeau, guys. I want to bring up some comments because I saw some really awesome comments from some of you, and then I'm going to kick it over to Mr. Kelly White, Miranda, Joe, Justin, Peaceful Pete, Giselle, and Hauser Odaluk. Thank you, Paul McKeskey. I appreciate that, my friend. Andrew Farron, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you. Andrew. Eric's still in the house. Lee Feathers just arrived. Thank you. I do know you're babysitting Hunter, your grandson, Paul. I hope he's doing well. And Paul, hey, you talked some stuff about my Knicks, Paul. That's all. We got to have you on here live, Paul, because Paul McKeskey said that the Knicks would win -7 games against the Spurs. Keep losing until they got to the negative. That's what he said here. Hey, if you don't know Paul, guys, get to know him here because he and I are going to have a special broadcast regarding a project we're working on very soon in the summer, in the late summer, because he's doing some great work behind the scenes. He and his wife, Linda, two incredible human beings. I'm down. Let's do it. Absolutely. How about JW? Did you say my Knicks? Ask JW? I don't know. I mean, I might have said your Knicks, but what do you have to say?
Hello and greeting, guys, gals, and pals, as Avi would say, to the TKN family. I just wanted to pop in real quick and say congratulations for 300. The road to 300 is finally here, and we look forward to the road to 400, 500, and beyond. It's awesome to watch the growth of TKN, and the fact that 300 has been reached as a goal it's nothing short of amazing in itself. But that just goes to the hard work that everybody put into doing this, like the TKN, the hosts, all of the guests, and especially the audience, because without an audience, there's no 300 to even get to. You can't get past 1 if people don't watch. So due to the support of the TKN, support system, the fans, due to the support of the TKN family, we were able to make it here. And I'm happy to be a part of it and to keep watching you guys push that bar and climb all the way to the top. So I look forward to my second round matchup. I look forward to seeing all of you in the comment section. And I look forward to doing another video like this when we celebrate 400, 500, and beyond. So to the TK family, take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
JW, guys,
Very good.
I've known him for many decades, and a true friend, a true brother. I'm glad my dad thought the world of him. Met him more than a handful of times. Some comments, and then you guys can take it away. We have some great comments here from new viewers. Again, Andrew Farron, thank you for joining us. We have a comment here from, as I could pull this up. Keep commenting, guys. Again, we don't want your dime, we want your time. Comments help us a ton. We have a comment coming in from, I believe I saw a Jonathan. There he is, Jonathan Jennings. Thank you for joining us, Jonathan Jennings.
Welcome.
Hello. Viewer, keep commenting. I appreciate that. Megan's in the house. Megan, guys, also a TKN host and a member of the Lake. More on the Lake very soon, a bit later. Antonio, thank you so much for the shout-out. Myron, nice to see you as well. Absolutely. Fun seeing Hauser. Always a fun time. Yeah, Dixon Paul's a tough competitor in the tournament. We're always going to read your comments, guys, because you drive this show and many others. The TKN family is like no other. Thank you, Megan, for the kind words. We're going to see Megan soon, guys. We're going to see Megan soon.
All right.
Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Ted Farguson is glad to be here live, and so is Willie Wilkins. Welcome, Ted, as well. Love you as well, JW. And what you do and what you bring, absolutely amazing message. Thank you, Bruce. Guys, we're going to keep pulling up your comments. Don't worry. Keep commenting. But right now, I want to turn over to this amazing group of hosts that have become a true family. Anything they want to say. And we got more games to come. We got your questions. Anything you guys want to discuss, the floor is yours.
Okay. Well, something we've kind of talked about, behind the scenes, and I'm sure is going to be mentioned in some testimonials, but the feeling I had when I was first on episode 100, for me was such a thrill. Because this was even at that time was such a polished, professional production. I literally, even though I was sitting in this same chair, my setting wasn't quite so nice. It's improved. But I literally felt like I'd stepped off the plane in Hollywood and the red carpet had been rolled out and I had sat down to do something extremely worthwhile. That was my feelings. I'm curious what your guys' feelings were. Pete, you've been around longer than I have. What was it like? What were the feelings the first time you appeared on this production?
Wow. I'm going to say wow, because I've been on for the last, I'm going to say 5 years, maybe during COVID, more towards the end of it. And the nerves were all there. The first time Avi said, hey, you're going to be on live, just wait for the, because I used to come on, I don't know if you all remembered, if some of you might not remember the Tournament of 64.
Oh, yes.
A little before that. And as soon as that live red ticker right there went on, I turned white. Whiter than I am now. But, and I was like, but Avi, he coached me. He's like, you got this. And I remember Avi was like, hey, you're only going to be on. He's like, Pete, you're only going to be on for like maybe 1 or 2 times. And I just been like a mainstay ever since. And it's funny you bring that up because I remember it was one Saturday night when we called it the green room prior. And he was like, well, you're going to be on for like the first 5 minutes. You're going to introduce the show, everything in, and and you're going to be out. And then all of a sudden, I'm on screen with Sally Kirkland doing a game for this. I was like, holy crap. And I was like, of course, she destroyed me in that game, but like the nerves was just right there. And it's seeing how I am now and how much we grew from as a network together, and we grew, and like it's just been a fantastic ride. I've been loving every single second of it.
I agree.
Been good.
Look, Pete, we've had such a wonderful time here. I mean, as someone who's also been on for the 100th episode, I remember what that was like, because you don't realize till you're actually there what that's like. I mean, I've moved, so like when you're there, like you're in a different zone, and being actually in, and happy 300. I agree. Thank you, Wadeson. Thank you so much. Yes, happy 300, because it is so amazing, Ronald. We have gone beyond what we thought would happen, Ronald Alexander. We have excelled, in fact. So to be here from that episode,
hello, Ronald.
Further, yes. Ronald, like, this is amazing. And there's nothing like it out there. Nothing like it out there. I mean, wouldn't you agree, Justin?
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I first joined in this caravan, this journey, quite some time ago, when the author opened that file drawer and took out that script.
He did, and that script contained a lot of different characters and a lot of different people, including our very own Megan, who says that TKN has done so much and come so far and contains so many fantastic, talented, and beautiful souls. Happy 300th, and happy 300th to you, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.
This is a great, great evening. I realize we all have a voice, and here our voices can be heard. Here, our voices matter. Nobody's going to say, stop talking. We have our voice, we have our opinion, and this beautiful palace of positivity gives us all a chance to express ourselves, to be creative without the limitations of what everybody else is doing. This is the place to be. No place else. 300, right on.
I like it.
Well,
Absolutely.
I just want to say I've been here for a little over 5.5 years, I believe. And my very first time being on live, it was Halloween of 2020. I remember I was dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood. I had like blood all over me and stuff. So I ran home and I washed everything off. This is when we were going on at 11 p.m. at night. Oh, that was our time at that time, was 11 p.m. at night. And it was the green room. So
yes, and with that, with the green room, with TKN, Willie Wilson says, y'all have made me smile with the very cool smiley face sunglasses emoji many times, each one of you. Love you all, says Megan. Love you too, Megan. You're definitely always part of this.
Yeah. I'm still getting to know TKN, but everyone seems to be such a tight-knit, loving community tribe here. Wow. Thank you, Dragonfly. And now you're a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What party are we having tonight? Love seeing you all. Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
You here. Love having you in the comments.
Nice spooky season. I love spooky season.
Right.
I love spooky season.
You know what, guys? I got to tell you something right now. You were talking about the creativity and the spontaneity of it all. Yeah. Can you please remind everyone that on Wednesday nights, especially Sebastian, Julio, everybody that's a part of Wednesday nights Black Box has no unearthly idea what they're about to experience when they step into the virtual sphere. They have no clue.
Never.
And we also don't know tonight, guys. We don't know what we have in store for the audience. I do. You guys have no clue. But that's a good thing because we have questions, we have games. And right now, what I do want to ask our audience is what they'd like first. You have some questions you've sent us. Do you want us to answer them first, guys and gals and pals, because you're the engine? Or would you rather us play a brand new game? We premiered one earlier called Sink or Swim, and that game precedes this new one. Are we going to play this brand new game here on TKN Saturday Night, or are we going to answer some of your questions? Let's see what happens right now as we get you to participate in the comment section. Comment away and let us know what you prefer. We do have testimonial videos as well from the cast. Eric says, I've been in the mix for a year and a half, and I'm feeling more a part of this every day. Almost like 11 and a half years. I feel like it's 11 and a half years, but thank you. Game Time says Wade. Wade absolutely says game.
Okay.
How about Ralph's thoughts, Hauser?
Well, you guys have motivated me so much. I'm on my last round of treatment because you all have motivated me to fight and get through these battles. Thank you all.
Anytime, Ralph. Anytime.
Good news, Ralph. Good news. Yeah.
Ralph, you are a scholar and a gentleman, Ralph.
You're fighting
a ton. Chris wants the game.
Okay.
It seems like it's game night tonight.
I don't know what this is, Eric. I don't know. Play the question mark S's. I don't know what that is, but I guess we're going to play a game, guys. We're going to play a game and then answer some of your questions. Chad agrees. Okay. Games are awesome. So for this particular game, I asked these hosts with the most to bring with them a sheet of paper if they can, from a notebook, construction paper. Can you guys take out those sheets of paper now? I'd appreciate it if you can. Brand new game. Put it up to the screen if you can. All right. Pete's got there. Giselle, Kelly, Hauser, Joe, Miranda. Justin has his sheet of paper. All right. If you can, because we want to show Pete, keep it up there. We just want to show everyone we got these sheets of paper here. Take some time to screenshot these. These papers are gonna play a very big part of this next game that we've never played before. I stared at the wall. Someone asked actually, you know what? Let's kill two birds. Max had a question. He asked about how I come up with these topics. I stare at walls. So I stared at the wall and I came up with this game. And let's play this game now. But before we do, let's get our Sharpies out. Let's show them we got some Sharpies we're holding.
Sorry.
Absolutely, Megan. Megan, It's about active listening, this game, Megan, and how well do Hauser, Kelly, Pete, Miranda, Joe, Giselle, and Justin listen to one another? We're going to find out right now, guys and gals. How well do they listen to one another, comma, brother or sister? Guys, you can play along as well. So here we go. Here's how this game works. It's a brand new game, and it is, again, the first time that we are playing this here on a Saturday night or any night. I am looking forward to debuting this game right now with the entire cast. So let me get this set up over here. All right, guys, give me a minute because we are live, if you can. Okay. This game is called Most Likely To. I'm going to ask the TKN hosts to respond to a question that I have for them, or I should say questions, plural. I have 5 to 6 questions I'm going to ask them. They're all tied to each other. They're going to have to answer this most likely question by describing which of their fellow TKN hosts is most likely to do or what. They're going to go backstage. They're going to jot down the name of the TKN host. We're not going to see it. And within about 15 to 20 seconds, I'll pull them up one at a time. They will show us who they selected and explain why. So, the first question I have for you, for most likely to, for all of you, we're talking about Giselle, Pete, Kelly, Hauser, Miranda, Joe, and Justin. Which of you is most likely to accidentally start an international incident while on vacation? Which of you is most likely to accidentally start an international incident while on vacation? Some of you are giving it serious thought. Some of you are smiling. I'm going to put you all backstage. Write down a name. Write down a name, guys. Let's go backstage here. Which of your fellow TKN hosts on screen on vacation is most likely to start an international incident? Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. We'll try this game out. First time, episode 300. Let's have a little bit of fun here on a Saturday night. Do I feel the rush of 300, Ralph? I really do, man. I'm glad you are here as well. Reading some of your comments right now while our hosts put pen to paper. Maybe they know right away. Maybe they got to give some thought. We'll see. I love it when we create. I love everything we do. Thank you so much. I do as well. We've got a plethora of videos, a smorgasbord, if you will, already on a night where Jacques Rougeau might be facing Stevie Ray in round 3. We'll see if that happens. But he debuted a game called Sink or Swim. We got to hear from JW and Stevie Ray as well. And, of course, these incredible hosts, guys and gals and pals. Your questions and testimonial videos to come, and some other special videos as well. Okay. Games are fun. Yes, indeed, Megan. We are playing a game. Okay. And you guys can play along as well. Has the eagle landed? Bethany, has the eagle landed? Let me scroll up here. I hear the chopper. Better late than never, the eagle has landed. Eagle John, welcome. We are playing a game, Eagle John, and Bruce and Chad and Will. Keep commenting because it helps us out a lot. We're playing a game that I created earlier that we've never played before called Most Likely To. The first question, you can answer this yourself. In terms of the participants that you can select, we have Justin, Giselle, Miranda, Joe, Hauser, Kelly, and Pete. Of our TKN hosts that I just named, who is most likely to accidentally start an international incident while on vacation? Who do you think in the comment section? Let us know. Bruce says, I bet it would be Hauser who would make an international incident. Okay, Bruce is on the board already. Give us the whys if you can. Give us the whys. I do hope that your father is doing well, Eagle John. You do a ton for your parents. I love how we all know each other here. Eagle John is a stand-up human being. Steak dinner on me in the future, Avi. Thank you. I took Stevie out to steak dinner last summer with Miranda and Giselle. We had a blast. And guess what? He likes the New Jersey steak more than the Texas steak. I can't wait to hear those questions. Guys, it's time to bring in the TKN host right now to see who they selected and to also explain the whys. So hope you finished doodling away. Let's bring in Miranda. Let's bring in Kelly J. White, who has his game face on. Look at this. Kelly's got his game face on.
I think game's serious. You know that. You know that.
You know who else is serious, Kelly? And I think we're going to say hi to him, all of us. Let's get on screen. I think it's about time we say hi. He likes to stay in the mystery in the background. Mr. Pinocchio Joe is joining us right now.
Oh.
Is it safe to say? I want to get your honest reaction. Room gets a bit colder. Is it safe to say to the third rounders that we have here, Pete, Kelly, and Giselle, I don't think any of you want to face Pinocchio Joe in round 3. Is it safe to say?
Definitely not. I definitely don't want to face him in round number 3.
No.
Just never know.
There's enough mystery there that it might be a little.
Well, the gang's all here. We got the Megan, we got Pinocchio Joe, guys and gals. Of course, Pinocchio is in round 3. But in order to get to round 3, guys, you have to answer topics. Some are tough, some are fun, some are all of the above. This is the ladder. What's up, Peaceful Pete? Says Hernandez M305. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, guys and gals, I'm going to start things off with Joe first. But wait, you've all been rocking it. So do you, Pinocchio Joe. We know you're watching, my friend. We know. We might see Pinocchio Joe sooner than you think, guys. But I'm going to ask Joe the question, who is most likely, Joe, you're not going to say it verbally, you're going to show us who you jotted down on your paper, who's most likely to accidentally start an international incident while on vacation? Show us who you got. Most likely Hauser, who he's next to. We all know there's no love lost between these two, to start an international incident while on vacation. Joe, please explain. Guys, in case you don't know, they agreed tonight to put their differences aside. So did Pete and Giselle and Justin and Miranda, as you see them side by side. But Joe and Hauser are facing each other off in one of the final matchups in round 2 of the celebrity tournament. Joe, why did you select Hauser?
These are some tough chemicals. What if I ingested these chemicals? Crazy. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to sneeze. I didn't mean to sneeze on. Oh my goodness, everybody's
mocking one Hauser Ortolok here.
Whoa.
Here's what I'm going to do. So Joe, we got your answer. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go backstage. Because now that you guys got the gist of the game, one of you can ask the other who they selected, okay? And they're going to, of course, show us the paper first, and then they'll explain. So anyone wants to MC this thing, or a few of you do, take it away.
Joe, you started. Why don't you make this thing spin?
Throw it to somebody.
I'm going to throw it to Pete.
All right. Now, who did I choose? A little drum roll. I went with Hauser. And let's just go with the continuation of why Hauser was starting an international incident while on vacation. So let's just say Hauser is in the Middle East doing his little whatever Hauser does, with his hair, his glasses, his button tied all the way up. He's like, oh, I'm here on vacation. And since we're starting with Hauser in impressions. Well, I'm here on vacation, and I've noticed a couple of things here, and according to my calculations, and Hauser calculations going on, and then boom, World War III starts because Hauser just gets into so much trouble no matter where he goes. That's why he's definitely going to cause an international incident. Just look at that face, the hair clip, the glasses.
I go with Hauser because heads of countries could not understand Hauser's genius and be threatened by it. Thank you. That is a man who understands me intuitively.
Guys, let's keep this moving along. That's the name of the game. We got to keep it moving along. We got some more comments here. How about this, Miranda? East Coast Space Goat, otherwise known as Sunny, with a comment here.
Hauser is easily triggered, and not only by his pops, but also Joe is a trigger.
Kelly J. White, Bruce, Mr. White.
Oh, I think Hauser would take something he wasn't supposed to, or be forced to carry something that would make him freak out at the airport and cause a serious problem.
How about this, Miranda?
I would have to say Justin. He might not follow the rules of driving when driving internationally.
Okay.
It would it be an accident or on purpose? We know Justin likes to cause trouble.
Good question.
Go, guys. How about this? So we have another comment here. Pete, if you'd like to read it.
I would choose Hauser. He has a lot of issues he still needs to deal with. Problems go where he goes.
I don't understand why they're all picking me.
Hauser, do I hear me being wrong?
That doesn't mean you're right.
It could be.
Come on. I don't understand why everyone's. I mean, look, I know how to follow instructions.
Well, here's a comment for you, Giselle, that you can read out loud.
Hauser has that Oppenheimer vibe. Hauser?
I'm going to kick it over right now, guys and gals and pals, to Miranda to see who she selected.
I'm excited because I actually have a different choice. Hauser. Okay? I have. Because if you know Joe personally, like I do, Joe is very funny and very hyper sometimes, and I could see him having fun on a beach and being hyper and accidentally tripping over something that causes like a missile to go into the air or something like that, and we all have a huge ripple effect because of that over the entire world. So it's not a bad thing, but accidentally wise, I think Joe would accidentally do something like that. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and now I'm going to kick it to Giselle.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
One Pete. Because when he speaks, he lacks specificity and substance, and that is going to confuse everybody that he is around.
So that has to accidentally lead to an international.
He's not rebutting, but the floor is yours.
I know this is the first rebuttal of this game, but how could you even say that I would cause me, the most peaceful person on this planet, who brought the Middle East together with my peacefulness, my books, my commune, that I would cause an international incident?
You did.
That's insane.
It's accidental. You lack substance. You lack specificity. You overspeak. Therefore, you confuse people.
The biggest substance. I apply everything specifically. Everything I say.
You're getting so flustered right now, Pete.
Well,
it's a game. It's fun.
I have to defend myself.
Getting nasty now. He.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Or at least says, oh my.
Laugh track.
Folks love it. You hear them. You hear them laugh. You hear them laughing because they're clapping and laughing because of your analysis of me is just so insane.
Do I need to direct you to Wednesday night?
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Oh yes, she did.
Please direct us to a Wednesday night, because speaking of Wednesday night, folks, I have the fastest rebuttals in the game.
And I matched you finger for finger.
Overwhelmed you.
I matched you rebuttal for rebuttal. And not only that, not only do I ever handle all of the on-screen rebuttals with aplomb, I handle all of the engine rebuttals with
It's starting to sound like a diss track right here. So yeah, let's
Speaking of the engine, we'll bring up Wednesday.
Battle.
You were so unenthusiastic reading the comments from the engine last Saturdays ago with
Pete is also a good choice, says Eagle John. Eagle John is right here with me. Pete is also a good choice. He may be up to no good. Don't trust him.
Now, Kelly, would you agree with Andrew? The international incident has begun.
What?
The international incident has begun. According to Andrew.
Well, I mean, it very well could. I mean, we're an international broadcast, so you know this could spark something that we're unaware of at the moment.
Bethany's loving it. We're loving your comments, guys. I told you it would be a night like you've never seen before in terms of the games, in terms of the topics. Speaking, guys and gals and pals, Gus Galaxy, it's about time the fans show Peaceful Pete some proper respect, guys. Well, you know what?
Thank you.
I respect Mr. White. He's now going to lift his paper and show us who he chose and why.
Okay.
Oh, come
on. Wow.
World.
All right. Now, calm down, Hauser. I don't think this would be anything you would do maliciously. Okay. It just kind of comes down to a lot of your appearance. I mean, you're an amalgamation of almost every cartoon villain that's ever existed. And that's kind of a psychotic trigger to folks, especially in the security industry. You could simply be walking down the street, minding your own business, and be mistaken for a German arms dealer or some sort of nuclear equipped kook. And all of a sudden the alarms go off. So not your fault, bud, but you just got that vibe, man. You just got that vibe.
His face says nothing but just innocent and purity. I don't know.
Oh, your face says a lot. That's not it, though.
Oh,
sorry. Your face says, what were those nuclear codes again? Oh, yeah, I know.
Look, I could be aware of nuclear energy. I know the dynamics of that. That doesn't mean I'm going to go off and set a war.
No one
you just admitted this on a national broadcast that you actually know how to manipulate nuclear product. You might already be starting something, pal.
Oh! This false accusation. I have always been
Have you ever been on a vacation? Have you ever even been on a vacation?
He's never been to a beach, you can tell that.
I try to stay remote.
I know.
Besides those, your no offense, but your glasses kind of look like sort of weapons of mass destruction from somewhere. I mean, when you say far, I mean, can you like see the guys on the moon?
No, not exactly. But if I want to alter them, they could go, and they could exceed 500 feet if I wanted.
Okay, so you have adjustable, scientifically engineered glasses. Are they nuclear?
No, they're not nuclear, but when needed.
But they could be, right?
No, they're not nuclear. I wouldn't understand how nuclear glasses work, or maybe I kind of do. But if you had glasses,
okay, Avi, you might want to check Interpol on this little dude down here because I think we might be in more danger than we're
Guys and gals and pals, how's the Odalock? I think we're all dying to see who you chose.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's see this.
Let's see it.
Oh.
Both sides.
That's being fired.
I did. I actually did. Okay. Now, we all know it here. It's the damn elephant in the damn room. Okay. That
language.
Right there has
family show.
serial killer.
It's a family
crime.
show.
All right. But on top of that, everyone thinks he's all this sweet guy sometimes, but he's actually not. Okay. He could provoke things just like that in a snap of a finger. All right. He could come across with, he has no evil intentions. Then, when no one is looking, that's when he snaps and he creates. The hell was that? Okay, I'll continue. All right. As I was saying, his looks might deceive you as if he's all cool and calculated and calm, but he is not. Oh, hey, what's...
Well, listen, Hauser.
Yeah.
This is accidentally. You're saying he would do this on purpose?
Well,
those wild allegations.
I think he would. I think he likes to provoke. I think he likes to stir my pot specifically and stir pots in general. And look, he's just
I love a good rowdy.
Hauser, we have, if I'm not mistaken, we still have a couple of TKN hosts. Thank you for joining us as well, brand new viewer. Appreciate that.
Oh, welcome.
Conrad, good to see you, bro.
So if you have revealed who you've selected, which TKN host, please raise your hand, guys and gals and pals, so Hauser can select who hasn't. We're down to Justin, guys and gals. Justin, the floor is yours. Let's see who you got. Hauser Odalock. And I want to know that none of this none of this is rigged. We had no clue. Justin, take it away.
Look, Hauser is the enigma. He has zero interpersonal skills. Zero. He has many issues. If he went to a foreign land on vacation, if he If you I'm watching you.
Preach, Justin.
If he went to a foreign land, if he even knew what a vacation was, one of his daddy issues kicked in, and he saw the leader of this nation and mistook him for his father and attacked him out of fear for his father. Battle lines being drawn.
Hey,
right if everybody's wrong. Hauser is a
Justin.
danger no matter where he goes.
We have a couple more. Maybe I'll just do one. We'll do it. This game isn't going anywhere. I got a lot of other options as the weeks go on. Hi everyone. Hope you're all well. Thank you. And guys, remember the comments do help us. We've been getting a plethora of them tonight. We appreciate that a ton because again, we want to make sure that this channel appears on as many recommended searches as possible on YouTube. And the best way of doing that is to like and comment, please. We really ask you to, so keep doing it. A brand new question here for the group. Most likely to. Okay, let's see which one I think I want to play. All right, guys and gals and pals, let's have some fun here. We're talking about most likely to of Miranda Justin Hauser, Pete Kelly J. White, and Joe Risitano. I believe I'm going to start with a visual aid for this, if you guys don't mind. Bear with me for just one moment, guys and gals and pals. I think I'm going to start with this video here, okay, in order to drive my point home. So here's the question. Who is most likely, guys and gals and pals, of this group that we see before our very eyes, who is most likely to befriend this guy?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We're talking about the smacker, not the smacky over here, guys. So that's the little guy who definitely knows when his buttons are pushed and he reacts emotionally. We know that. Who is most likely of this group of TKN hosts to befriend that gentleman? I'll put you all backstage. You'll give us the whys. Okay? You thought sink or swim was challenging. It gets a lot harder here, trust me. All right, guys, let's answer some of your questions now. We're having a good time. It's a celebration, but our TKN hosts, guys and gals, are putting on their thinking caps on. They're highly intelligent. They think on their feet. They provide the whys. That's what they do. Love what they do. Ralph, definitely Kelly. I could see them sipping whiskey by the barbecue. Pint, Matt Catter, all the shame and all the fame. They will never know that Rumpelstiltskin is my name. Of course, Matt Catter, with a comment like that, joins us. I'd have it no other way, Mr. Catter. Is Hauser related to Mr. Bean? I will ask him. That's a good question. Ralph wants a new prescription, is asking Hauser for his glasses. Eagle John, someone give Joe a Valium. His facial expressions are out of control. Hauser, I would agree with you, Eagle John. I would agree with you. Hauser shows composure, and Justin looks like an Amish Terminator. Incredible comments here by Eagle John. The first comment from an engine member that gets this. First time in recorded history. We like to innovate and change, guys. We like to switch things up, but not reinvent the wheel at the same time. Progresso goes great with TKN. Yes, it does. Let us know what you're snacking on Progresso-wise. Wade Manson, what do you think in that situation? You could hurt him if he fought back. I didn't know gnomes were real. What happens? Who would befriend? Who would be most likely to befriend that gentleman that we saw? I think we're ready to bring the cast in. I think we're ready. I think let's bring them all in. Let's get Justin here. Let's get Miranda on screen. We know she wants to have a front row seat next to Justin, so here we go. Let's bring in Joe Risitano, who wants to sit next to Hauser. He will. Let's bring in Pete, of course, and Giselle right near each other. Go. And let's get Kelly J. White. All right, so I'm going to kick it over to one of you. You'll show us who you picked. You'll break it down. Then you'll select someone else. I'm going to kick things off, guys and gals and pals, with Peaceful Pete.
All right, here we go. Get the drum roll going. So who out of the TKN hosts would befriend Mr. McSlappy? And I've got the perfect person because this person I believe has used this Mr. McSlappy in the past, and it all makes sense. I'm going with Giselle.
Oh.
Now hear me out. Hear me out, folks. Hear me out. Why? You're probably wondering as to why I chose Giselle. Hauser would be easy, but let me tell you this: it's not somebody who she would befriend. It's somebody who she already has befriended.
Well, that doesn't answer the question.
I see surprised faces because, folks, I don't know if you remember back in the day. There's been times when I'll be on and my tech would get messed up, and I always wondered why. And now I know. I always knew it had to have been Giselle. She had somebody well enough to sneak through my security and slap the wires out and slap them like this. Slap the wires. Now I know why. Giselle, it is perfect. That might have been actual security footage. Security footage.
This just feeds into why you would cause accidentally an international incident.
Oh, no, she did.
Oh,
You're
now
making
we're
up
back to
stories
that.
all the time.
That's not a story. This is actual footage of that
You
person
had
slapping
tech
wires.
issues, yes, but you're making up the story of why they existed.
No. I'm bringing it all together. It's all coming together right now, and it's perfect. You see it in Joe's face. Look, he knows it. Hauser's face. Let's forget Hauser. But
Well, you brought up Hauser. You brought up Hauser, though. I have to wonder with Hauser's glasses, that little dude may have looked like a giant to Hauser, so he may have a really odd take on this whole thing.
That's an excellent point. He might have zoomed right in, and that might have been a giant. And he would be like, Pete, you're talking about a small person. But no. Hauser, if you took off the glasses or kind of wiped them down a little bit, you'll see that person was tiny, and it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense that I'll use Mr. McSlappy to slap my tech, my wires, and that is
Why are you giving him a name? We don't know anything about this person.
You do because you hired him. You hired Mr. McSlappy.
Guys and gals, the mystery will be solved one day.
Then why don't I know his name?
A peaceful one now. We'll kick it over to one of our TKN hosts.
I wonder who I would choose. Giselle.
All right.
Oh.
Hauser, you're popular.
Interesting. Okay.
Because they will bond over a shared misunderstanding of their characters.
Okay.
Okay.
What's misunderstood?
Hauser's an enigma, is he not? He often feels misunderstood, does he not?
Sure, but Mr. McSlappy, what's misunderstood about him?
Why are we making up a name for this person that
Are
we
we
don't
officially
know?
calling him that right now? I mean,
No, we are not. None of us know this person, and that's beyond not cool.
It fits. Come on.
I ran a background check.
Whatever his name is.
How? You don't even know his name.
It's Mr.
Whatever
McSlappy.
his name might be,
No, it's not.
what is being misunderstood?
We have seen a very short video of a singular instance.
Said
What
short.
can we possibly gain from this clip? Whatever it is, there's a lot more to the story than we see.
Interesting. He could have been provoked.
Well,
So who do you choose, Giselle?
Yeah, come
on. So she chose Hauser, so
Bring it up interesting
because of
point.
their shared whatever you want to call it.
No, they could get over.
They would bond. You guys were getting along so well earlier. What? We're not getting along now. It's a game. It's fun. We're explaining our choices. We're
Competitive camaraderie.
Come on.
Okay.
All right.
Who you kicking it to,
Justin, if
Giselle?
you don't like my choice, what's
Oh.
yours?
There you go.
Okay.
You don't like my choice and explanation? Let's see if you can do better.
You're up, Justin. Wake up.
Oh, shock. Officially
Hell.
fired.
Okay.
And here's why.
I wanna hear
He's
why.
a big guy. He has experience in the ring. He's had people beat up on him plenty of times, and when the time is right, he puts his move on. So here we have this smallish man, whatever his name happens to be.
Slappy.
Whatever. Slapping and punching and just going to town on Kelly, and everybody's watching saying, my goodness, what's happening to Kelly? And as soon as there's enough attention, Kelly's big mitt comes up, gets him by the throat, bam, it's over. Everybody applauds Kelly.
So what does this have to do with him friending him?
Right. Stand on, and the guy starts beating up Kelly. What? Bam.
So
This
he's going to be my
explains
road
why you
partner.
want to see them in a wrestling match. Why would they be friends?
I wanted to see them in a
I'm with you,
wrestling
Miranda.
match. Are you listening, Miranda?
I'm
I said
listening.
that
You didn't mention
Kelly's-
why they would be friends. Why would Kelly be friends with him?
See, lay thy finger thus and let thy soul be instructed. I said that Kelly, with his experience in the wrestling ring, could handle this very easily. Have this man throw all these volumes of punches, and when Kelly had enough, pop, bam, boom. Done.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
with you, Miranda. I don't.
What?
Yeah, it sounds like he just wants
What
to
did you
see
get?
them go
Right.
at each other, but that
That's what I
doesn't
thought.
necessarily explain
You know,
why
and
they would be friends or why
What?
Kelly would be
What?
most
What
likely to
didn't you
friend
get?
him.
You know, in the wrestling
Put
business,
on a
not
good show.
uncommon to end up working who you travel with. And
Sure.
I can see me liking this guy. You know, him being 3 foot nothing, he's not going to eat much. So, you know, his share of the meal per diem is going to be pretty low. You know, it's more
Very
bang for
economic, right? Very
Maybe
economic.
Kelly would mentor
I'm
him.
cool with it. I'm cool
Something
with it.
like that. I could see
Well, I
that.
have no doubt that Kelly could very much befriend this person. I just don't think that Justin gave actual reasons for
They make a good
friending.
team. They make a very good team.
Tag
That's
team.
my whole point.
All right, let's kick it over.
Need
Let's
a
kick it
team.
over, Justin. Who do you got next?
Let's go to Joe. What do you know, Joe?
Yourself.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
All
gonna be
right, let's
interesting.
hear this one.
Yeah.
Nobody's picked this one so far, and I want to explain why. And that's because I really like this little dude's moxie. And I think that a lot of people often, as much as they do silly stuff or they do stupid stuff that can be harmful, if you take a moment to take them and you take them aside and you go, hey, what's going on? Are you doing okay? Like, you look like you've had too many. Like, clearly you're just like, and like slapping on this guy and wailing on him, and I'll be like, look, man, like just calm down. Like I'll probably be holding these, probably be like, and I'm like, no, hold on, let's breathe, let's calm down, like let's talk, like. Can I get you like something like did you have any like chicken fingers or something today? Like they got like chicken fingers in the bar.
This poor little dude.
Like that's
Give him a cup of coffee with the caffeine, Java Joe.
He doesn't need any more coffee. He's going.
I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like that guy really deserves like
That dude with a couple espressos, man. Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is.
Happy 300 to everyone. Much love, says the Spanish Fly.
Spanish Fly.
Chico, my man.
Hi, Lauren. I'm glad you made
All right,
it.
guys. Joe, who do you kick it over to?
I kick it over to Kelly.
All right. So my pick is Justin.
What?
Justin. And you know, we all wrote this down before you picked me. This is just the way it went. Because this is what I'm saying. Justin is always looking for an edge. Justin's looking for an edge. And he's a biker. So can you imagine this little dude being all cramped up in one of his Harley saddlebags, getting more angry by the second, and Justin's going past another MC guy, from some other MC that he don't like, and he whips out McSlappy and just flings him at the guy, and here comes the guy. Well, this guy's like, he's like, and the next thing you know, there's one guy eliminated. Little McSlappy gets right back up to Justin. He stuffs him down in the saddlebag to do it again. And again, my point, the guy don't eat much, so it's easy.
Kelly?
Inside the saddlebag? Is that where Justin
I like the way you think.
Oh, no, she did.
There you go.
Saddlebag got plenty of room. I'll put McSlappy in there. Hit the car. Oh, yeah.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Boom, there you go.
Right on.
So,
Yeah.
okay, who we got left? Pete, we got you yet, right, Bob?
Yes.
All right,
Mr. McSlappy
kicking it to you.
using Mr.
No,
McSlappy.
you started it.
Yes.
So Miranda. Okay, straight up Miranda. Let's go.
And I'm excited to reveal I said Justin as well. You want to know why? Because
you.
Thank you. Oh, I think it's because there's the applause. I think it's because Justin would want this little dude, whoever he is, to do his bidding for him.
Oh, no,
I think that he would bring this guy to try to get him to cause ruckus upon other people, especially me, probably.
No,
This could be
I
another
don't
one of
need
your little
McSlappy
tactics.
for you.
You'll have him running around Brooklyn trying to find me somewhere. I could imagine myself walking down the block and seeing behind a bush, little guy just waiting for me, and I'm looking by, and he just slaps me in the face. Knocks me out on the concrete.
I have a question, Miranda. I have a question, Miranda. When you're seeing this, do you imagine him dressed up just like Justin? Because I do.
Full leather jacket, little shades, maybe one of the rings on his hand. Yes.
Miranda, you had questions for Justin, and so did I about befriending this.
Yeah.
It sounds like Justin's using him, not befriending him.
Well, Justin would befriend him to use him. He would pretend to be his friend.
I don't need friends like that.
But would use him as well.
So what happens when this person...
Sorry, Giselle, go ahead.
Yeah, what happens when this person finds out that he's being used?
Well, I think that Justin would probably make some promises to him that would get him to be able to stay on board with this, be very manipulative. That's how Justin is. It's kind of like Austin Powers, where you got the big guy, what's his name? The big bald guy, and then you got the mini-me in Austin Powers.
Yeah.
It's like that. I feel like it would be Justin and the mini-me. And they do care about each other on some level, but he has mini-me doing stuff for him.
I would not be needing this little Mr. McSlappy as a friend to go to Brooklyn. Trust me. Just trust me on that. In my saddlebag for other things, as Kelly said, maybe. But no. For you, not to be needed.
You wouldn't come to Brooklyn. You would get him to come to Brooklyn. I'm not going to call him the name because I don't
I'm not sending him to Brooklyn either. I don't need him to go to Brooklyn.
Hey,
I got everything I need right here.
Hauser just snuck back in. I think he was nuclearizing his glasses.
I would look out for Hauser, probably you.
What are you doing?
I would look out for Hauser. Anybody.
All right, guys and gals and pals, we're not going to finish of the rest, but I do have more. I do have more the second time around. Am I correct that every single person took a shot at this?
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah.
So, guys, other options most likely to will play in the future. Most likely to be patient zero for bizarre new global virus. Most likely to try to climb a high security landmark just to see the view. Most likely to start a fist fight with an automated grocery checkout machine. Most likely to accidentally text their boss a deeply personal existential crisis text. likely to try to pet a raccoon because it looked polite. Most likely to join a pirate crew if it was still a valid career option. So more of those later on, guys and gals, down the road. I'm sure we're looking forward to them. That's our first edition. We've had a lot of first edition games here, but right now what we want to do is have our engine ask questions. I have a video first that I want to play because our engine has a question for this beautiful panel you see before you, and Justin as well. So, guys and gals, our very first Q&A. We promised you. We got a bunch of questions. Right after this, Kelly's going to actually ask a question with some visual aids, of course, from another engine member. And then we have someone here live with us as well in attendance. So with that, try to do your best. I would ask the host now to mute their microphones if they can, to mute their mics so we can hear the question as best as we can on video. And once the video, I won't mention all the questions at once, but a relatively new engine member who definitely wowed us during our engine special a few weeks ago. So we'll have her ask a couple of questions, and then you guys can react one at a time. Here we go.
Guys, it's Sunny. What's up? I got a few questions for the TKN host. Actually, I have a ton of questions, so hopefully at least one or two get chosen, or one or any at all. So TKN family, hope everybody's out there having a good day. Okay, so let me start off with the questions. What do you think people value too much today? What is the truth most people avoid talking about? Do you think technology is making us more connected or more lonely?
I'm going to pause that. We got a couple of these, so let's bring it to the top. Again, you guys can jot down these questions as I go back.
Everybody's out there having a good day. Okay, so let me start off with the questions. What do you think people value too much today? What is the truth most people avoid talking about? Do you think technology is making us more connected or more lonely? What problem in the world do you wish more people cared about?
Guys, I'm going to have us tackle the first question. We could unmute the microphones, of course, now. Again, JW, people value too much opinions of people on social media. I appreciate your opinion as well, JW, of course. We have many conversations for many years about this very topic. I'm going to ask Giselle to break down the first question, and then she can get over to TK host as well. Let's answer that first question, Giselle. And let's repeat it, and also let's thank Sunny for these awesome questions that she sent our way.
Yes,
very good.
Very excited for all of your questions, Sunny. Really appreciate everything that you do. You are a fantastic engine member. We love having you here. And what do you think people value too much today, and why? And I'm actually along the lines of JW, but I'm going to get a little bit deeper than that. It's not so much, it's what people are seeing on social media, because they're not realizing that it's a curated lifestyle. It's a curated collection of what they want to show. So we're judging our lives based on a snippet of what we see on social media, and that doesn't tell a complete story. So this is the newest iteration of keeping up with the Joneses, and it's very prevalent. It's very difficult to escape, and it does cause a lot of issues in younger people, in teenagers, in preteens, in teenagers, in tweens, in those age group, because they're seeing what others are doing. It's causing a lot of self-esteem issues. But we're placing value on an imaginary or an imagined life concept of what we think we are seeing rather than what we are being presented, and why these particular moments are being presented to us.
Okay. That's incredible, Giselle.
Thank you, Giselle.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind sharing this here, or answering this, sorry. What is the truth that people avoid? I think that's a really good question as well. I think, I'm going to go a different way at answering this because I think that people avoid their health a lot of the time, their mental and physical health. I feel like that's a truth that people avoid, especially in New York. I feel like we're so stressed out all the time. We're always running, we're always working, doing stuff, and we always push our health to the side, and we don't really acknowledge it or take it at face value. We think, you know, if we have a headache, that it's just, I need more sleep, or I just need to do this or do that. But then you end up not even getting more sleep. You end up not even stopping for a second. You end up not even breathing for a second. So we push this to the side until something bad happens. And then when that happens, we're forced to take care of ourselves. So I think the truth that people avoid is taking care of yourself is very important. Acknowledging your health is very important. And we don't normally see that until it's too late.
Are there outside factors at play there that contribute to that?
Oh, definitely. I mean, sometimes it's not so much. Sometimes we can't control what happens to us. You know, it reminds me, I always bring up the serenity prayer because it reminds me of accepting things that we can't control and knowing the wisdom of what we can and cannot control, and having the courage to change things that we can control. So if you're in poverty, you know, you have to work few jobs to just make ends meet and live. That's something that, you know, we can't really stop or breathe from that. Unfortunately, if you have children, if you're a single parent, if someone passes away, there's a lot of factors that can happen. If you're in a natural disaster, you know, a tragedy, those are things that we can't control, unfortunately.
Comments from our engine, Eagle John. People should strive to be more like the generation that raised them, not the generation that puts everything from a haircut to a vacation on social media.
That's true.
I agree, yeah. Absolutely.
Angel Lee, rather have conversation with someone in person who keeps the conversation constantly going than being behind a device. Okay. I will tell you this, though. We can definitely adapt. That's what humans do. We should be doing that. Howdy as well. Nice to see you. Thank you, new viewer.
Hey. Welcome.
We have some more comments I want to read really quickly. And then please, guys and gals and pals, jump at Sonny's questions. Anyone you'd like. Christopher, technology has so much positive impacts on our lives, but needs to be a balance. I do not need a tablet to read a book. There is so much joy in picking up an actual book and reading it. I would agree with that. Bruce,
I mostly agree with that, but there are also times when a tablet is more economical and useful, perhaps for travel, or it can afford accessibility. So there's a lot that we're talking about with technologies these days that's a lot more nuanced than we initially
Yeah, but I don't know if you agree with this, Giselle. I don't know if you agree with this, but a musty, dusty book. There's something special about it, at least.
I'm going to prefer a book every single time.
There is.
Every single time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a personal preference.
Giselle, if we're talking preference here, right? It doesn't mean that the other options aren't useful or beneficial.
Correct.
I think people value too much material stuff and money to impress others instead of valuing human beings and the collective bettering of humanity. I want to say real quick. That is why, Bruce, right there is why I launched TKN. Because I was very sick and very, very tired of a very cold industry that doesn't do that enough. There are people in pockets of the industry that do, but as a whole, the way the industry is run is very cold and very icy, if you guys understand what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
We have more comments. April, nice to see you. And a handwritten note on stationery instead of email. There you go.
April speaking my language.
I haven't seen it before.
Welcome, April. Let's welcome April. Thank you, guys.
Welcome, April.
Welcome in. Yeah.
It's important to read books, indeed. Raise your family, Eagle John. Live, love, and laugh, and be good to your fellow man and woman. That's it. Be a good human being. It's not that complicated. You are absolutely right. It's so easy to be so good. Yes, you can feel and smell age from books. Without you are absolutely right. You can, and I love that smell. Stephen Pierce, thank you for the happy 300th show salute. Kelly, Joe, Hauser, Pete, Justin, your thoughts on some of Sonny's questions?
Well, yeah, I'd like to answer. Stay on this for a second, if I may.
Okay. Go ahead, Justin.
Technology can be very beneficial. There are times where you need it, but part of the question was, can this technology make you lonelier? And then I'm going to say, yes, it can. This technology has given people an excuse for not having personal contact. I don't have to go down the street and shake this person's hand to have a conversation. I'll just pick up my phone, I'll text them. I'll meet them on Facebook or some other social media platform. It's giving people too many outs for not having real interpersonal contact. And the more we do that, the more we accept it. You know, it just, I think it robs us of that personal experience. Some people. I'm not going to speak in terms of everybody, but far too often we find people using the technology to avoid a one-on-one contact, that interpersonal relationship. You know, I know somebody.
Kelly, your thoughts on that, Kelly?
Well, I was going to pick up kind of where Justin left off to a degree. I agree with him in the factual light of it. I see the same thing. You know, Justin, you remember a time before really all this technology. The phone on the wall, a black and white TV. You know, those were the devices of the day. You know, that's pretty much where I started. And we had no choice but to be in the same space. But if you go back, and this is what I call a bit of human evolution. If you go back in time when phones first started getting out amongst the populace, it's probably just the rich people.
Mm-hmm.
But did that generation not feel the same? Oh, you know, kids these days, they won't walk over to the house and sit down and have a cup of tea. They just pick this device up off the wall and talk through a damned wire. I think our generation is starting to look at the new generation in that light, and that new generation is evolving. You're not wrong. But I believe with humans, technology and evolution at this stage since the Industrial Revolution go hand in hand. And no, I don't like it either, but I think it's the new norm for these kids and younger folks to do everything behind the screen.
Yeah, true. And let me jump in because yes, what I've noticed with these younger generations of, especially now, kids like in their teenage years and 20s, through the use of technology, they're having trouble actually talking to people, having personal conversations. But technology, you know, I'm going to put a big but on that because technology helped us get to where we're at. We are able, through social media and other things, talk to people across the world who we weren't able to back in the 80s, early 90s. So we can't keep trashing technology in a way that it's tearing us apart. Yes, the younger generation is using it to an extent where it's causing them to not to be personable or having these real conversations with each other. I've seen it, they talk, and it's awkward. When you talk to somebody who's a younger generation and you try the conversation, like they're instantly shut off by it because you're not showing them like a clip of somebody getting hit or, you know, or somebody doing something funny on the internet. If you're not talking about that, they don't care. And it could be in any type of profession you're in. But we can't trash technology because technology is look what we're doing right now. This is technology going on. We're all in different places. And April, yes, and texting does not allow conversation to intertwine and overlap. It's like a walkie-talkie. An old phone and Facebook is great and gives communication from afar more often. It's yes, I agree. Yeah, it helped us come together as humans. You know, human technology brought us together.
Yeah,
it has its good, it has its positives, and it has its negatives, and hopefully we can come to a middle ground.
Hello,
hey,
Clay.
how's it going?
Hello,
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead. Actually,
No, I want to go in.
I'm going to talk. I want to bring in Bruce's comment actually real quick back to the screen. Bruce had an excellent comment that he put up in the comments about this technology. I think everyone in the world would compete to see how much they could they could do to help humanity instead of competing with each other over material things. Our world would be loving. And this brings me into a truth that I think we avoid, which is if we actually took the time, I think a truth that we avoid is that taking time actually means something to people. One of the biggest parts of TKN and why we generally run under 2 hours is because we are thinking of people and we're thinking of their time and we want to give them the best experience in that time. Exactly what Trash something that is convenient for the world right now. A lot of older people feel like this is not the new generation. They embrace technology and they loved it. And I love that. Thank you, Ask the Fella He Knows Talk Show. Thank you very much for writing that. Thank you, and hello, and welcome into our 300th episode.
Definitely welcome.
But as it's become a convenience for everyone, Stephen, technology having become a convenience for everyone, as it does this, I want Brad. Welcome.
TKN's a football maker right there.
There's an unsung hero, TKN, Brad Platt.
Absolutely.
Took his time out of his own time to carve out some amazingly beautiful TKN custom-made belts. The guy's a genius. If you ever want to contact Brad, I'm sure he'd be okay with that. Let him know. The guy's an artiste. There's no doubt about that. Joe?
Craftsman, yes.
But that's the thing, Brad. Like, you're taking time for us now to watch, and I thank you very much for doing that. And you know what, Angel Lee, we're going to take the time for you because you say I can't down technology. Long run, it has helped me. I had to teach my family how to use technology. I had to teach myself first. No one household never knew how. That's fair. And, that's something that I had to learn in terms of typing and more. I never, rock on to you too. Thank you very much. Rock on. Because like this, it says, if we don't embrace the technology and use it to our advantage, you'll always complain about it. Technology is running our cars, our phones, our homes, electricity, the airplanes, etc. I agree it is. But here's the thing. We need to, as we are taking the time for each other, we also have to take time to understand how much is that actually going to affect us if we allow it to run too much. Because if we don't have more control on that, it's going to affect us in the negative. But here, and this is where I intertwine those thoughts, like intertwining thoughts, you have an opportunity to grow. The engine is here, we are locked in, and we love that you're here, that you're locked in. So we want to give you the time to have these comments. So thank you.
I think the deeper seated issue that we're possibly not really talking about is if it's not technology, it's going to be something else that's going to get in the way. What I'm talking about is there's a spiritual need that people have. There is a phone texting technology is going to give our next generation of people suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome and deformed thumbs. Put down the phones or tablets and meet for coffee and some face-to-face conversations. Beautifully said. Look, I think what we're striving for at the end of the day is connection. All right. So if you don't deal with the spiritual component, Charles, good to see you.
300.
That's all things that serve us and that are convenient will always be a double-edged sword for us. Very well said, Charles. Because part of what he's also talking about, what I'm also talking about, is that there's always going to be a need to connect, but I think there's a spiritual component to this that we haven't spoken about. If it's not a phone, it's and if we don't want to face ourselves and look inward, there's going to be something we're going to replace it with. Sometimes it's going to be food. Sometimes it's going to be too much TV. Sometimes it's going to be intimate connections, sex. As a species, we always are going to find something in order to avoid that interconnection. And what helps us with an interconnection is a spiritual connection, whatever that might mean for you, whether it's Buddha or Jesus. I agree with the guy that's speaking right now. There is a spiritual need. You have to center yourself and talk to God and keep that connection going on. Therefore, connected with people, you need balance. I agree with that. So to sum it all up, I think what we've been trying to avoid is a connection with ourselves. And when you explore that perhaps you're not alone, that there is something bigger than you. And that relationship needs to be focused upon and looked upon. So, hey. Not funny, man in the back. Not funny.
I think it's so amazing that you just said balance, because balance is it really is important. And I think this whole conversation boils down to balance, because the phones, as Pete was saying, have helped many people connect with Angelique. Yeah, absolutely. Just wish kids and teenagers had what we did, connection with family and friends, instead whining over tablets and cell phones like they don't want to do nothing anymore because of tech. Yeah, you're right. So I believe that Christopher, there is room in this world for both technology and human interaction without a cell phone or tablet, like eating everything in moderation. Yes, moderation. Exactly. Rex, glad you made it. Hi, Rex. You are. That's my motto, Rex.
Hi, Rex. Nice to see you, Rex. Thanks for joining us.
100%, Rex. So,
hold on. Charles is asking us a question here.
Everyone but Hauser.
Maybe. I was a little startled. So, man in the back, be careful with some of those.
Got some snipers back there.
Yeah.
Look out.
Hauser's not used to this world.
That's for sure.
So it has helped a lot of people connect with others that they haven't, been able to connect with, people that live overseas, people who are sick or in the hospital, especially during COVID. That's why Avi created this, because we created TKN because we couldn't meet in person during COVID. So during COVID, the phones and tablets and all of those devices helped us stay in connection with each other, which was really amazing. So for certain things, it's good. But for other things, and medical wise as well, but for other things, overusing it is never good to overuse anything. So it's all about balance.
It's true. But then how do we get balance between the technology and having that civil conversation? How would you tell like a young child, like I got young kids, 8 and 4, and I tried not to give them those like what they call, like screen time. Because kids crave, they crave technology, the video games, the tablets, and it's not like when we grew up. Where Justin, I know you grew up back during the when they were writing things on tablets. But
yeah, go ahead, take a shot. Take a cheap shot.
I think technology. Well, I'm not taking any cheap shots there. I'm just saying, it's truth. There's truth to it, but how do we create that balance? Because you try to do. I would tell my kids, hey, I used to play this game when I was younger, and they just stare at me blankly and like, can I get my tablet? It's like, how do you create that balance? Where for us, because we're older, we know the balance, but how do we instill that into the younger generations where they don't have to rely on technology and just have those conversations with other people going out to play? Kids don't even like to go out to play anymore.
No.
You want to go outside? They're like, I'm just going to play video games. Or can I just play Minecraft? I'm like, I don't even know what Minecraft is. But, I do
want to say this real quick. When it comes to what the celebrity tournament has become, it always was. By that, I mean, there are ways to make sure people understand what a person's vision is. And it's all connected to the conversation, of course. I'll piece it together in a second, if you will. But when we started the celebrity tournament, it seemed like there was a lot of the smack talking going on and people at each other's throats. All we wanted to do was invite you into the room, get your attention, so you could listen to us. And midway through the first round, this became a philosophical conversation, it was designed to be that. And by round 2 right now, we're exploring so many different hypotheticals. I can safely say to you that the original thoughts and viewpoints by others that are part of this tournament would never have been heard or expressed by them if we weren't doing this remotely.
Yeah.
I can safely say that. I can safely say that the viewpoints of others that have contributed to this broadcast would not have lent their namesake to this if we didn't do it the way we did it, and are continuing to do it this way, right? And that's not to say that, the accolades are something that we should minimize, but I want to say this. There comes a point, to me, the crucible of competition, where records and accolades mean nothing. Does that make sense? Because I feel like the best accolade we can have, and again, I was jotting down some of my own thoughts. It's what I do as a writer backstage. All of you said something that connected with me, and when I wrote down that there comes a point in the crucible of competition where records and accolades mean nothing. By that I mean we aspire to inspire, and we definitely cheer people for their accomplishments. We don't minimize them, because behind each accomplishment is a bucket of sweat, right? We know that, and it takes a very long while to be able to say, I achieved something I work hard for.
Yeah.
But the joy of being sometimes can be the greatest accolade ever. The joy of being.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can be depressingly accurate to some people to say that, because they constantly want more. We live in this world of more, more, more. You know, man and woman are driven by their insecurities, and may you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. I get all that. But here we are. What we're doing is we're stripping down everything on the surface and having these conversations that a luminary and all of you can and will have. That is the essence of the tournament. That is the celebrity tournament. So what we're doing right now, essentially, is an unofficial celebrity tournament match.
Yeah.
If those who are obtuse assume that this is just a debate, you're not looking or listening hard enough. What we do here, I hope everyone could agree now on screen, a lot of times people do this in internet land I've seen. They insert their own politics into the material. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah.
They insert their own politics into their own material. I don't think we do that here. I feel like a lot of times when we bring things up, and of course there are moments where you might hear a non sequitur after non sequitur, but essentially what we try to do is allow the narrative that we have to be pushed forward, not so much because we want to get a vote or a point. It's because we want to make sure our point comes across so we can all build. We're building right now, which is what I really love. All of you and the Suits and Ties who watch, I hope you're seeing exactly what I was talking about in this very segment when it comes to the Giselles, the Kellys, the Petes, the Hausers, Mirandas, Justins. The conversation had me forget the time right now because of you guys. You guys made me forget time. No, that's here live, right? And that could happen. I mean, hey, you know, it happens to everybody. Take Isaac Newton. He invented gravity because some asshole hit him with an apple. But the point is...
invented gravity. I like that.
See, we can have a lot of fun here. So, essentially, when I pull up this next video, and I'll bring Giselle in right now as well, but as I pull in this next video, what I want you to do is... Thank you, Rexter, we appreciate you, and Safari as well. I want you, Kookie, I want you all to kind of view the tournament with new eyes, with new eyeballs, because again, being able to win a tournament like this means that you're representing something that's more already. More. Not as in more money, even though, of course, we know there's a big purse. Not as in more vacation time. We got that as well. But being able to give more to people that otherwise thought they couldn't do so in this confined space that we're in, this very confined space, this virtual arena that we're in. So with that, what will the finals look like? Well, here's what I'll tell you. I will tell you this. Before I play the video, you might have noticed that our testimonial videos haven't played yet. You know why? Every TKN host is here right now. I'm going to play testimonial videos to close out the show this evening. I think it's the greatest way to close out. Will I play all? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll play some. Of course, I could play some Wednesday. And next Saturday, we have a special show, so you better believe there'll be more testimonial videos being played. But due to the sake of brevity, I do want to say this. Our third season, in our third round of the celebrity tournament, every season has a theme. It's not as simple as to say as this season's theme was history, but I will say that there'll be a lot of levity in season 3. A lot of levity. And when it comes down to it, nothing wrong with shaking somebody's hand and saying, here, let me offer you my perspective. When you vote for somebody here, you're not doing so with a pitchfork. You're not telling the other person that they're better than their competitor. What you're doing is saying that they resonated with you. And I think that's a really awesome thing. I think it's pretty darn cool to be able to say that somebody resonated with me when, regionally speaking, they may be so far away, right? So essentially, that's what this show is, guys. What happens when we get to round 4, 5, and 6? In the final 3 rounds, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, there are going to be 8 people left in the quarterfinals. They'll all be matched up one-on-one. It'll take place in a hotel over the course of a weekend. Friday night, the final 8 will compete in this tournament. The final 8. It'll be on a Friday night. You'll get some rest, you'll get some din-din, and then you wake up. If you find yourself in the final 4, aka the semifinals, you'll have the opportunity to be in the finals on Sunday. It's going to be a weekend. It'll be down to 1 versus 1. So guys and gals, pals, can take a look. Take a look at what this might look like. Take a look at what the final 8 might look like. It could be any combination. I'm not predicting. No one here is, some of us can be Nostradamuses. We know that. But you never know, guys and gals and pals, what the final 8 might look like. So, if you will, let's see who might make it.
Take to make it to the finals. Not just talent, not just experience, but the willingness to step into the unknown. To speak when it matters most, to listen when it's hardest, to reveal who you truly are. Legends from different worlds, different paths, different truths. And yet one shared goal, to be heard, to be understood, to rise. With every topic, the stakes grew higher. With every response, the margin grew thinner. Some advanced, some fell short, but all left something behind. A moment, a story, a piece of themselves. And in those moments, something began to take shape. Not just competitors, but storytellers, thinkers, voices that demanded to be felt. It wasn't just about winning. It was about evolution. Conversations became deeper, sharper, more personal. This was no longer surface-level dialogue. This was an intellectual tango of the souls. Perspectives challenged, beliefs tested, vulnerability revealed. Every word carried weight. Every silence meant something. You could feel it. The shift, the tension, the understanding that every moment now mattered just a little bit more. Because this wasn't just about advancing anymore. This was about leaving a mark. We don't just witness competition. We witness humanity at its best. We're in the quarterfinal round. Here are the final 8. Who will it be? Who will it be?
We're going to have to leave you guys and gals and pals on a cliffhanger. We're going to leave you on a cliffhanger because guess what? It could be any combination of 8. And I just wanted to show you, instead of showing you the 6 minutes left on that video due to time constraints, just to show you it could be anybody. What if Hauser was locked in that finally? What if Raven's in that finally? You never know. So you'll see a different combination of 8 every single time we play that video on a Wednesday or a Saturday night. But guys, here's what I want to do. We've already gone, Orlando. We've gone and we've come back and we're still here. Thank you, Orlando.
We've gone, went.
Welcome, man.
Down here. You know what, guys? Hey, I don't think anyone's going to be mad. I think that everyone right now at this moment at 10:25 p.m. Eastern time will be glad that it's due that I bring in the one and only Chad. Welcome, Chad.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Chad.
Right there.
Welcome, Chad. Yo,
I think we could do better than that for Mr. Chad. I think we could do a lot better than that.
Chad.
The man right
Yeah.
here. Chad.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys. First off, I want to say congratulations, Avi, and to you in your 300th episode in TKN. I've been pretty much a part of it along pretty much the whole way, and there's no place I'd rather be each and every consecutive 300 Saturdays in a row. I do have a question, and I hope you don't mind.
Sure.
It's kind of aimed at two people because this match, I mean, has been on everybody's mind. It's one of the biggest highlighted matches of all of round two. It goes to Miranda and Phil. Actually, I've been watching from the start, and I mean, it's just been incredible. It's been so tight.
What's Phil to do with this?
Oh, wait a minute, hold on a second, Justin. Hold on a second. Hold on.
That's right.
Chad's giving you the floor over here. He's giving you some airtime here. Chad has a question for Justin and Miranda. Go ahead, Chad.
What are your thoughts on what may be held for topic number 3? Number 1, and I both know you guys are both going to say you're both going to win, but I want to know why you think you guys are going to defeat each other.
Ooh.
Miranda, take it away, Miranda.
Well, I love that you asked us this because topic 3 is on the horizon very, very soon, as we know. And Avi had given us a clue recently that the clue is coach. The hint is coach. That was a hint. Now, I'm not sure in what way, shape, or form that topic is going to surround coach. I mean, we know we have Coach Bob stuff going on, but I don't want anything to do with him. But I'm ready for whatever comes my way. Because I have been here, and the reason why I think I'm going to win is because I have been here since basically day one. And I've been resilient through it all. Justin thought he would never see me again in 2023. Well, I'm still here. I came back. You've beaten me a few times. I'm still here. No matter what you do, I'm still going to be here. No matter what, Justin. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to be here. This is my home. You have your home. You have a dark home. That's where
you have a point, Justin, because if you're eliminated, you're not just eliminated from the tournament, you're eliminated from TKN, so she will still be here if she wins.
You keep acting like I don't know what the stakes are. I do know.
You keep acting like you don't know.
I keep winning, though, don't I? She's never beaten me from 2023.
Well, Safari says Miranda versus Justin is equivalent to OKC versus San Antonio. So much tension and a great rivalry. No one wants to lose to the other. I would agree with you there. Neither of them do. I guess he heard Coach. I haven't seen him all night, but yeah, sure. Bring it on, Coach Bob. That's what we're here to celebrate.
Just jog my memory, Justin. I
want before you do, Kelly, I just want to kind of take this in. Coach Bob just commented right now for the first time this evening, and I take that very personally. But he can comment away because we're not going to make it about Wednesday, but guys, he sent another video of his, and if you watched Wednesday's Black Box, you'll know that I told him to send many more. I want him to keep expressing himself, keep digging himself a grave. Because I think these pot shots, we just spoke about internet land and the keyboard warriors out there. Coach Bob, guys and gals and pals, we could do some word scrambling here. And we might want to change his name from Coach Bob to Couch Bob because that's where he does his work, on the couch.
Oh yeah,
for the lazy boy. I'm gonna enjoy the opinions of our TKN hosts. So Kelly, you were saying?
I was asking Justin, jog my memory. I could have sworn that topic 1 of match 9, Miranda won.
Think about it. That was one topic. She has not beaten me in this match, nor has she ever beaten me in a match. even the first match we had in 2023, which, if I'm not mistaken, Klein, is the longest match in the debate history. We went back and forth. She would get an edge on a topic, I would take it back, and in the end, I won. So yes, she took topic one.
Okay, so she beat you on topic one, right?
Not in a match.
Topic one was in a match.
Well, I want to go back. I want to make this about Chad right now, Justin. Let me make this about Chad for a second.
Yeah, I think Chad's good.
Yeah.
Chad, what is it about this
sorry,
series what is it about this series that intrigues you?
Well, I mean, they've been at it for how many years now?
Three.
You know what I mean? It's got to come to an end. It's got to come to a boiling point, some point in time.
Yeah.
And why not now? Why not at the end of round two? And this is what I mean. Like, this is why I had to ask on the live screen, is I wanted to hear it straight out of the mouths of you guys as I watch your faces. Because, I mean, everybody's invested into it. And, I mean, it's such an important match that, I don't know, I think it's probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest match of all of round two.
Wow.
And I'm just honored to be a part of the engine, to be able to watch you guys in action. You guys put on one hell of a show.
We're proud of you as well, Chad. And guys and gals, pals, I'll ask Giselle to stand up with that shirt, and Chad as well. Because check this out.
Yeah, let's see that shirt.
We got a couple
let's see
twins
the
here.
fit, guys.
I
So
can't
let the
stand
twins
up, but I
rise.
can
Let the
definitely
twins
show it
rise.
off.
There we go. How about that for a screenshot, huh? TKN all the way, guys.
Screenshots.
There you go.
That is awesome.
There we go. Guys and gals and pals, we're not going to go to Canada to get more shirts from Chad, but we can definitely implore Giselle to stop cheaping out on that postal delivery charge. Send us some T-shirts, Giselle.
There you go. There you go.
I'll fill out the map.
I'm 2 blocks away.
Make it double X.
Walk there.
Well, guys, what I want to do now is turn it over to you in a different way. We do have a question that I was going to ask Kelly to address regarding Woody. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of questions. We're going to do a part 2 of this for sure. We are. Woody had a question about extraterrestrials. We're not going to answer it, but I think it's fair that Kelly reads it. This does come from Woody from England, Kelly.
Okay, you got the pictures?
I certainly do.
All right. So this is what Woody sent me when I asked what question he would like, and this is to the whole cast. And this is his preamble. He says, on Sunday, this being last Sunday, I had an odd experience. I was talking to a friend, and he said he'd seen something go past my open front door. We went out to look, and there was nothing there. This happened several times during the wee small hours of the morning. We went out the front door to stand in the corridor, the hair on the back of our necks and our legs raised up. To it, we said, we know you're here. Why don't you say hello? I took several photographs as we stood there. These are three out of them taken in quick succession. The first and second ones were taken at 3:31 and the third at 3:32. So this is in the span of a single minute in the corridor of Woody's apartment complex.
That's picture number 1.
Now that's picture 2, I believe.
That's picture 2? Okay.
Picture 2.
Well, let's get all the pictures here, guys. All right, this is another one here. This is, I believe this might be one if I'm mistaken.
Whoa,
right.
whoa.
No, you're right. That was picture 1. This is picture 2. This is picture 2. Avi was correct. My stand correct.
That's okay. And then I believe our third photo here, let me pull this up. This might be the third one. Okay, this is again from Woody, guys from England. Yeah, this is indeed the third photo as well. I want you all to take a look at this. Don't answer it now, but think about this. Think about whether or not there's something you're noticing here a bit odd. And then we'll come back and respond Wednesday and next Saturday. And of course, you guys we can send videos when our hosts are not live. We can certainly send some videos and respond via video. But that's a great question from Woody from England. Appreciate the question.
It is. And it was very well put out.
What was the whole question? If we think it's an extraterrestrial?
No. It had nothing to do with extraterrestrials. Well, I don't say that. Basically, they kept seeing something go by the door.
Right.
And finally, they went out to look.
Okay.
They didn't say anything. They said, "Hey, we know you're here. Say hello." Common, paranormal kind of thing. And then they took Woody took those 3 pictures in pretty much quick succession, and you can see there's a vast difference between picture 2 and pictures 1 and 3.
Right.
So his question is this something in that paranormal, supernatural, extraterrestrial realm? He wants our opinions on that.
Interesting question, indeed, guys and gals and pals. Take that in, we'll process that. We'll think about that. Still to come. Next Saturday, a special broadcast. A great time to delve into more of your questions that we didn't get to. Bethany's got some good questions. Lauren's got some good questions. Gus has some really cool questions. Lester Cook, Justin Thomas, Myron Cotton, and Pierre Kelly. We'll get to your questions as well as the second half of our testimonials. But right now, I want to kick it over to the hosts in a different sort of a way, as they left some of their testimonials regarding what this journey has been like for them.
Hey everybody, this is your favorite TKN host, Peaceful Pete, and tonight is the 300th episode. That is right, folks, the 300th episode. And what does that mean, folks? What does that mean? That means tonight we are celebrating 300 non-stop, continuous, no rest episodes every Saturday night. We have been bringing you entertainment. Avi has bring you top-notch entertainment, education for the last 6 years. Can I say 6? Yeah, since COVID. And this has been an extremely wild ride for myself and for my fellow co-hosts. I'm sure but for me personally, I've been here the last 5 years. I've watched from the beginnings, the humble beginnings of the green room, where the trials were held, where you had Howard, you had Avi, you had other storytellers on there, and there were trials, and it was fantastic. It was something I've never seen before. It's something I got into, and then we grew from there and moved on to the Tournament of 64, and that's where I popped in. Pete Sharpie came in, and that's where you were introduced to me, and I had my first run in being live on screen, and the nerves, how they got to me. And it's just amazing to see where I was from the beginning to all the way to the 300th episode now, and how my abilities of storytelling has evolved. And that is from Avi's workshops, which he's been doing for the past few years. And folks, if you haven't gone into those workshops, I let Avi know you want to do workshops. It is the best workshops out there. It's for free. He never asks for money. Avi loves teaching his craft, and you see it through us. And if you watch this from the beginning, you see how we evolved as storytellers. My fellow co-host Kelly, Giselle, Howard, Phil, Joe. You see how we evolved, and it's just such a feeling to see all the luminaries who've come onto TKN from the beginning. I've never thought in my life I'd see Wayne Brady, Jesse Ventura, Sally Jesse Raphael, Nancy Kerrigan, just to name some. Jeremy London, Jason London, John Lovitz, all these people. I mean, I was blown away, and it just gets so much better every week here on TKN. I'm just thoroughly amazed and floored and shocked, and I would call Avi the next day. I'm like, holy crap, you serious? Like, it's been an amazing ride, and I'm glad that you engine members can be here with us and enjoy this ride, because I know you're fantastic.
Thank you.
Nice one, Pete. Nice one.
Good job, Pete.
Great job, Pete.
Can I just say something before we move on to the next one, if you allow me?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No, there's one.
Come on, Pete. What's yours?
I didn't even realize I was off the screen.
That was an old school TKN tradition, by the way. But go ahead.
This wasn't planned. I don't want to take too much time because I know we're on time constraints. But there is somebody here that does not like getting his roses, and he doesn't get enough credit for everything he does. Take day in, day out, Sunday through Saturday, putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, the workshops, putting everything together so that we can all enjoy what we see on Wednesdays and Saturday nights. And I would say, let's give it up to Avi because he doesn't get enough credit for what he does.
Yes.
Bravo, bravo.
Let's celebrate Avi.
Can I just say
Yes,
something?
yes, yes.
Can I say something that's going to offend? It's going to offend Giselle and Megan. You ready? And then I'll go backstage. Of course, I don't accept my roses. I'm a guy. I don't like flowers.
Oh, it had to go there. Oh,
Oh my.
yo.
No, really.
Everybody, well, I won't say everybody likes flowers. Some people may be allergic, and some people may not just genuinely like them. But it's the sentiment of the liking of the flower.
Yes, 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 yes. Megan laughed at this. Yes, yes, yes. That was funny. No, Megan, I want to say something to you as well. To Pete, thanks for the kind words. To Megan, who's always a part of TKN, we're gonna obviously see Megan sometime as well, no doubt about that. Pinocchio Joe commented earlier, and everyone you see on screen. I mean, it's simple, but there's nothing better to me than the simplicity of a group of people that you'd rather be with on a Saturday night when you don't feel pressure to be with them. Like, that's a Saturday night for me. A lot of times we feel pressure to be with people because there's societal norms, there's boxes to check off. I get that. But to be able to say I'd rather open up this device and spend time with you guys virtually, there are less people in this world I'd rather spend time with in person than I'd like to spend time with all of you virtually. If I could take that, I will, and I have. Because I love you guys.
I love
I
it.
say that often, but I really do love you guys. One of the greatest pleasures I ever shared in my life with my dad was the simple pleasure of, as much as he loved basketball, he loved soccer more, was to sit around and not know what the hell I was staring at when he was talking soccer with me, but I pretended to be really interested in it because of the human being that was talking to me about soccer. And then we could plan our day and decide to go eat somewhere and come back. And it's those simple moments, because there's nothing greater than those simple moments. There's nothing greater than saying, I want to learn something from somebody because of who they are, regardless of their interests, regardless if it doesn't interest us. I was interested in hearing him speak. I was interested in hearing him express himself. That's what made me a soccer fan. It made me, and the World Cup's happening now. On the same night the Knicks finally won a championship, the World Cup kicked off. And we had a lot of plans, but to be able to share him now with all of you is my glass half full of way of saying, hey, now you know my dad.
Yeah. Thank you.
I want to play some more of your videos. And you're right. Megan, I asked this question in workshop, what the difference between a network and a community is. And we have the word network, of course, here. A true community is full of love. Nothing more than presence is needed sometimes. I would agree with you. Nothing more than love. There's also nothing else that we can provide besides love. And sometimes love may sound like this spooky thing. It may sound loud. It may sound... But I think as adults and as storytellers and as artists who are open and honest, we know love when we hear it, see it, and feel it. I feel it. So with that, I don't know if you guys would concur, but with that, I have some more testimonial videos that I'd like to play from some of these hosts that you see before you right now.
Well, it is finally here. TKN, the new network, the 300th episode. Never a miss, never a skip, never a repeat. But my journey started with episode 100. Also, a very special episode. It was amazing. It was amazing. And I remember I was just a guy in the comment section. And, you know, just sporadic. One of the cast at the time would ask a question or say something. And, well, I'm a polite guy as far as that goes, so I would answer. But what I call it is I was literally plucked from obscurity by Avi Klein. He made the decision, said, hey, bring this guy in. Let's let him interview one of the current cast members, former pro wrestler, former WWE pro wrestler, actually. And was pretty excited about that. It was like, wow, you don't get to do this every day, and I'm going to be on this show. And people started messaging me, telling me this and that, part of the crew, and it's like, wow, this is a top-notch, real production thing. This isn't any second-class podcast. And I mean, that night still sticks in my head. You know, I came on, I had my segment where I had 10 questions, interviewed this person. We had a good rapport. Everything went really nice. I felt good. And, you know, I thought that was it. I thought, hey, you know, there's my 15 seconds of fame there. Because I'd been bit by the storytelling bug by that time, pretty late in life. But yeah, I was really enjoying that. And then I got asked, hey, how would you like to come on more or less as a regular and host and have a show? And Indie Tales was born. I appeared on the Green Room, which then became TKN, become TKN Saturday Night. And here we are, 200 episodes later. I've seen a lot of people come and go here. I've seen a lot of people come and go in the audience, but it's always built. It's gotten better each and every day. And wow, the steps we've taken, the steps I've taken, the things I've learned, the people I've met, Giselle, Kate Young-Hart from the Lake series, Miranda, Bill, Hauser, Joe, Pete, the recently departed Howard Collado. I've learned something from each and every one of those folks. And I've learned so much from founder Avi Klein. He has, through workshops, reached parts of myself that I hadn't talked to in a long time, and that's been a good thing. He's shown me so much in the way of storytelling that I'm just ready to bust down the door and show off all that stuff. But it's been a journey. As he said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Like I said, I've been here 200 episodes myself, and I'm looking forward to 200 more, bigger, better. Where it's going to go, who knows? I don't, but I'll tell you what, I am along for the ride. I want to see where this journey goes. So that's my take on it. It means a lot that I'm able to do this, because there are very few people that get this opportunity. I don't know what I'd be doing if I wasn't, but yeah, 300 episodes, folks. That's it's definitely a milestone for the network. It's a milestone for me personally, and I really can't express how glad I am to have this opportunity and be here for it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it.
Nicely done.
Thank you, Kelly.
Very nice.
Amazing video, Kelly.
Thanks,
Yes.
guys. I appreciate that.
Glad you're here.
Kelly, the floor is yours.
Well, I mean, I kind of laid it all out right there. I meant every word of it. Yeah. I mean, a milestone, and, you know, some I mentioned, and, you know, it really has been, it's been through workshops, but also been through just what we do on screen has put me, you know, more in touch with who I really am. And I think I said this to a question yesterday or today or some point, you know, about something being important or something that you'd picked up here. And it's like, you can never know yourself too well. I just don't think it's impossible, because as soon as you know yourself in this instant, you've changed in that next instant. But Avi hands out the tools to at least keep up with that if you apply them. And that translates, I think his work classes are really life classes. They just translate to storytelling. And it's an amazing translation, though. And as I said, I love what we do here. I'm itching to do all the stuff that we have planned, and we've got a lot planned. And I want to do it with all you guys, and that's what I want to do. So thank you.
Well, we learn from each other, and I think the greatest thing about this experience is being able to learn what we didn't know about ourselves through people that sometimes we've never even broken bread with, or very rarely have. That's an incredible lesson, because a lot of times we tend to listen to people that, again, not only have we broken bread with, but continue to. People that we see on a day-to-day basis, people who are part of our routine. And to know that you guys and gals are part of the routine known as TKN is one thing, but to know that we're right there after a long day at work in that chat, we got a few of them, to know that we can open up, to know that we're a phone call away, to me, that's even a bit more special. I'll tell you why. You can't compare special with special, but the reason why it's a bit more special to me is because it requires more effort. It requires more effort. Sometimes the people that live and walk and breathe in the same rooms that you're in physically are going to be there for you anyway. They're going to be, but you have to make time for those that aren't. And that's what TKN is. It's a room full of people that can't put their arm over someone's shoulder and say, hey, it'll be okay. Not physically anyway. But yet we've still lifted each other up, from the abyss. We've been able to lift each other up through sheer concern and care. And that's a really beautiful thing. And to know that this is a place where strangers leave us friends when it comes to luminaries, well, strangers became friends a long time ago when you're looking at this group on screen right here. They become that. I do want to say this, because a lot of people were asking me, hey, the Lake Series, and, I figure, obviously we have Megan in the house right now. Before I play another quick testimonial video, I don't think I'm going to play this entire thing, but this is kind of something that we did a whiles back.
2021, a menacing force known as the lake appeared before our very eyes. This unrelenting body of water was quite remorseless. It asked its potential suitors for purity. It needed pure blood to sustain itself.
Now, I know I have to deliver this body onto my lake.
A little sneak peek of a trailer that was played in its entirety on Wednesday and next Saturday. How about that? A trailer of a
yes,
called The Lake. And by the way, there's a very good chance, guys and gals and pals, 'tis the season anyway, for us to take a dip in those waters again. That's all I'm going to say. But that was The Lake. Some of you reviewed it, like Mr. Joe Rositano, who broke it down oh so well. I want to say that about Joe. What an amazing researcher Joe Rositano was. Kelly explained his journey in the comment section, not plucked from obscurity. I think it was easy for Kelly to walk through that door because that's how it all started. It started with a former cast member of ours mentioned a particular door. Kelly, of course, could finally sleep well after getting this bit of news on that night.
I know.
He was dying to know what this thing was, what this object. It's a door.
Door.
But guys and gals and pals, Joe Rositano broke things down oh so well. What I want to do right now is play a couple more testimonial videos, and then we're out of here. Of course, we're going a bit over tonight. If you've noticed, our TKN Celebrity Tournament matches on Saturday night are under 2 hours now. That's a constant. And if you're wondering about this video now, or this live, it will be re-uploaded tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Our TKN hosts will remind you in their posts, but nothing's wrong with your Wi-Fi or your internet, unless you're in Hauserland. But I guarantee you that at 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, you'll be able to relive this particular episode, episode 300. It will go dark immediately after. But there's a few more testimonial videos that I want to play. Not all, but there are some, guys and gals and pals. So with that, here's another brother, mother, sister.
Hello everyone, Randy here, and it is our 300th
episode, everybody. 300 episodes. 300 consecutive episodes. No time off. No reruns. No breaks. 300 weeks of TKN. Sometimes you have to take a breath and really soak in everything that's going on around you, because I have been with TKN for 5.5 years now, and let me tell you, it's been such an incredible journey. I've seen TKN evolve in so many ways. We've evolved from other smaller tournaments, segments, skits, to the lake, and now the TKN Grand Celebrity Tournament that has 173 Hall of Famers and award winners. All of the conversations we've had over the years, all of the topics that have been conceived, all of the people that I've met and that I've gotten to know, especially my fellow TKN hosts, of Avi, of course. Can't not mention Avi. Have to mention Avi. He's a great friend of mine. TKN founder, CEO, director, host, producer, writer. He does everything, and he's incredible. Then we have Giselle, we have Kelly, we have Hauser, we have Justin, we have Pete, we have Joe, all of my fellow TKN hosts, and all of you as well, all of the engine members that I've met and that I've gotten to speak to and that have supported us and that have been there for us over the years. And all of you guys are just so amazing, and we appreciate you all so much. I can't imagine not being on this journey and not having all these feelings inside of me and being able to express them in a place that's positive, in a place that is a safe space, in a place that makes me feel, and a lot of other people feel, seen and heard and respected and understood. That's all we want in life, is to have, or at least for me, is to have that community. That's what we are here. We're a community. To have that support, to have that structure, and have somebody that you can lean on when things get down. And I'm so excited for the future of TKN, because we're not stopping at 300 episodes, not even in the slightest. We're gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep growing, we're gonna keep learning together. The amount of things that I've learned on TKN, the workshops that Avi provides every single week. I've learned so much from Avi. He's the best teacher I've ever had. And I've learned how to be a better communicator. I've learned how to express myself in ways that I never thought I could. I've learned to sit with silence as well, which was always uncomfortable for me at times. And I've just learned how much I could grow, and doing it together makes it even more special. So we're gonna keep going to 350, to 400, to 500 one day. We've got so many amazing things coming down the pike. Mad TV, Prime, Amazon, that supports us. And of course, final lap of round 2 that we're in right now. And then round 3, round 4, 5, 6. I can't wait. I can't wait for it all. I just want to thank everyone for their love and their support. Thank you again to my fellow TKN hosts. Thank you, Avi, for everything that you've done, for everything you've taught me, and for this amazing journey that we're on. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So thank you guys. Enjoy episode 300. I am so excited to be here, and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Oh, Miranda.
Very nice.
Awesome video, Miranda.
It really was.
Thank you. I was making myself tear up. Watching it. I'm loving all these videos. This is so great.
That comment you just made reminded me of an episode of Seinfeld where he meets someone who reminds him of himself, portrayed by Janine Garofalo.
Right.
He says, "I know what I've been missing this entire time. Me! I've been missing me."
Oh my God.
Look, I'm right there with you. As far as the Trail of Tears, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of emotion that's running high tonight. But, you know, as we wind down the evening, we've been here for 3 hours. I just want to let you all know, I agree with what Miranda said in the video. We're not going to stop. Why? Why should we? Why should we? It's not about the pot of gold. I always tell you I don't want your dime, I want your time. But, you know, I hope you enjoy this evening, and I hope you got to know these incredible hosts because their sense of humor, their intellect, their ambition, their consistency. Doing this is work that we love, but it's work. And nothing should come easy. I always said, you know, there's easy doesn't win ball games. And we're winning a bunch of ball games because things may not be easy. What you don't see are the discussions we have, and as passionate as they are, and as heated as they can be, we're able to work things out. And sometimes it's might be a marathon when it comes to working things out as well. It's not a sprint. But we're here because we believe not just in the mission, but the mission doesn't exist with the people who speak the mission. And that's what these TKN hosts do. I consider them family. I would do anything I can for them. Every single person on this panel, other than Justin, I promise you I would do anything for you. I think we could all agree on that, Chad. Chad agrees with me.
So heartily.
You know what else I want to say as I bring in Giselle right now? Here's what else I want to say. Well, I want to first off say I'm also a numbers guy. There's 9 of us here. StreamYard only allows 10 people to be on here. So I want to bring in somebody right now to make it a full house if I can. In a second I will. I want to bring in someone because I talked about work ethic. I talked about labor. There are no unsung heroes here. There are heroes. There are those that do the work. They don't want fanfare. They don't want attention. On nights like this, they're going to get it because they're the very backbone of what we do. So a very big, warm applause for his TKN debut tonight to Chris. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, dude. Welcome, Chris.
Awesome, man.
Hey,
thank you.
I want Chris to speak in a minute, but what I'll do is ask him a question first. And before I even ask him a question, let me just put some context here. What you don't see, guys and gals and pals, is the hard work that Chris does behind the scenes. We're talking 10, 11, 12 hours, many a days, when it comes to what you see on screen, okay? That's what this man does. You give him credit where credit's due because he's a professional. The man, of course, has worked, if I'm not mistaken, in the past with Charlie Rose, right, in his talk show. Am I right about that, Chris?
Awesome.
The Charlie Rose show. So you're, to have you in the fold was incredible because of your professionalism and experience. But to gain you as a friend is even more important to me, as I tell Giselle all the time. Chris, what do you think about TKN's growth, and what are your thoughts in general about our network? I don't know if Chris, can you hear me?
I love TKN. TKN has the ability to make everyone come together. It is one of the building blocks that we need in our society today. Because TKN is not a platform that we have interviews. TKN is a platform where we come together as one. We're allowed to be ourselves. Our celebrities are allowed to be themselves. I worked with celebrities, and it's amazing how uptight they get when they are going for an interview. They're happy that they're there. They want to share, but it's always the same questions over and over. What was it like on your last film? What was it like on your last sporting event? At TKN, they get a chance to be who we all are. They do the same things we all do. They have to eat. They have to sleep. And we sometimes in our society forget that celebrities are just like us. And that's so important. And that's what TKN allows. Avi created this absolutely, positively wonderful platform. And all of you, I can't say enough about all of you. You mean so much to me. I know I don't get a chance to say that or be with you often enough. I started my journey on TKN with the Lake series, filming and editing some of the Lake series. And then Avi asked me to take on some of over the intros and then eventually the outro. I'm through the best of videos now from the matches and special openings such as tonight's. But none of this would ever be possible without the support of everyone. I work with children with disabilities, and one of the things that was mentioned at the last graduation, it takes a village to make things run. In this case, it takes everyone on that's backstage, actually live right now, not backstage, but everyone here tonight, and to make this run. And I know none of you would not have it any other way. And to our host, our CEO, who created this, the love that this man has for all of you, for this platform, is amazing. And he is somebody that I've gotten to know in the past few years, and his love is real. And I feel the same way about him. He not only created something that he cares so much about, but he wants us to be who we are, and he wants us to go forth and give that to the rest of the world. And TKN allows that.
Nicely said. Nicely said, Mom.
Awesome, Chris.
Perfect.
Chris, love you.
Very well said.
Means a lot to me. You know, who would have thought that opposite sides of the boroughs can get along as well as we do? Here we go.
Yeah.
I had to sneak one in there.
We had a battle of the boroughs once, but I'll tell you this much. Chris, open invitation.
Creative minds are always going to have that.
Ain't that the truth? But it's your first appearance, but certainly not your last, Chris. Certainly not your last. I definitely want to have you on here more because I like having conversations with you. You're one of the most direct, honest people I know. You've got a warm heart as well. What I want to do now is, Mr. Chad and Chris got some rhymes to bid the host to do, and then it's outro time, guys. Outro time. We had a long one. But a couple little rhymes here I got for some of the hosts because I think they deserve it. We all know that. As Chris mentioned, they put a ton into this. So who wants to have their bidding adieu rhymes first delivered to them? Who's first?
I'll go first.
Pete raised his hand first. Okay, guys. Pete, here we go. Just give me just a little drum. Turn the lights down low. Let the frequencies release. We step into the room with the messenger of peace. They call him Peaceful Pete, keeping cool under pressure. No anger in his heart. He's a national treasure. While the world is out there rushing, running wild in a race, Pete's breathing in slow, just maintaining his pace. He don't need no heavy drama. He don't step in the trap. He just radiates good vibes when he's hitting the map. From the chaotic streets to the calm of the mind. Soon even Giselle will know he's the rebuttal king and the quickest you'll ever find. There you go. That's Pete, guys and gals.
Yeah.
Who else we got, guys? Step right on up. Miranda's next. Okay, guys and gals. Drum roll for Randy if we can. All right, guys. Mic check. Turn the headphones up a little bit. Welcome to the mind where the ideas never quit. Step into the world of Miranda's musings. No corporate jargon, no static confusing. She's filtering the noise of a world high speed, writing down the truths that we actually need. She hits a deep dive daily when she puts the pen to the page, finding clarity and balance in the chaotic age. Looking at the trend lines, cutting through the hype, stepping back to breathe before she starts to type. Not about the metrics or the algorithmic views, just an honest perspective on the daily news. Yeah, we're tapping into thoughts, breaking down the illusions. Welcome to the rhythm of Random's music.
I love it. Thank you.
Who is next? Which beautiful TKN host is next? I said beautiful, and this guy raises his hand.
Of course, baby.
Next, all right, with his little drum roll for Justin, if you guys can, please. Mr. Justin, Phil Justin. Hold up, switch the flow, let the narrative connect. When Phil Justin's on the cards, you got to show some respect. The leather is on and the hair is slick. He had no problem competing with a McMahon named Jim and a Barry named Rick. It's Phil Justin versus Miranda, the ultimate clash. When these two minds lock, the systems always crash. The grand debate is peaking, the audience is loud. Phil Justin on the card, trying to stand way above the crowd. Been running with Klein since 2004 during the After the Life vibes, trying to win this tournament, even with his sneaky-ass bribes. Phil Justin.
All right.
Oh.
Step right up. Step right up. Who we got? Who we got? Hauser Odalock is next. Okay, Hauser Odalock, guys and gals and pals. Let's see what I got for Hauser Odalock. Hauser? Mic check, 1, 2. Let the spotlight shine. Step into the abyss. We're crossing the line. This is actually legit as raw as you can imagine. I don't have anything for you, but hey, well, let's go. We're talking about a name that commands the whole floor. House Orlock's breaking down the door. The grand debate is locked. Gerald Briscoe is in a frenzy indeed, ready for his logic that is sharper than a 10-speed. Spitting pure fire, he's filling up the slot, stepping up from the bow, taking everything you got. He made it known to the world that this is who he be. Just don't play the music, man, if even he holds the key. Hauser Odalock.
Awesome.
And I believe we're down to 2. So who do we got? Who's next? Mr. Joe Risitano, guys and gals and pals. Joe, you know. Step aside, clear the lane, let the record rotate as it's the voice. We're talking about a multi-talented artist who is many people's choice. Joe Risitano in the building. Yeah, he ran the review show with a sharp mind moving, never keeping it slow. He's got the logic, the prestige, and the ultimate flow. This is Risitano, the smartest tactician that you'll ever know. So turn up the audio. And Hauser, you may watch him advance. When Joe's on the mic, he doesn't leave a chance. Joe Risitano.
Yeah, baby.
I believe we're down to 1. Am I right? Does my math serve me well? I think we're down to 1.
Oh, we have a Kelly and a Giselle.
Yeah.
We're down to 2. Who's next? Who is next between these two heavy hitters?
I'm going to say ladies first.
All right. Let's do it.
Giselle is next. Okay, guys and gals and pals. Little drum roll if I can for Giselle. Clear out the runway. Let the camera lens zoom as we focus on a giant that takes charge of the room. You were talking about Giselle, the one and only Chatelaine, bringing absolute prestige, carving out her own lane. She walks with the confidence, the style, and the flair. An undeniable presence that commands the whole air. When she's calling the shots or she's running the screen, she's the greatest wordsmith that you've heard and sword master that you've ever seen. With the sharpest intellect and a vision so clear, she's the elite tactician that the rivals gotta fear. Whether she's talking Willie Shakes, ballet, or putting opponents on the sideline, we're all proud of her, including this one and only Avi Klein.
Yeah.
And then there was one, guys and gals and pals. We made a pack a while ago, Kelly White.
We did.
Are we clearing that path for one another all the way to the end? To the end?
Don't see why not. That was the deal.
Kelly White and I made a deal, guys and gals, but we also made a deal. All of us made a deal. If we could do a drum roll, that's the deal. So I can give Kelly his rhymes, and then we go to outro, guys. Gather around the ring. Let me tell you a little story about an indie scene legend who experienced the glory. We're talking about the matches where the rings start to creak and the wrestlers put their bodies on the line every single week. It's the Indie Tales chapter. The book is open wide. Kelly White stepping up, the undisputed pride. No $1 million contracts or arenas full of neon, just a canvas full of sweat that the rookies got to bleed on. With a headlock, a suplex, a chop to the chest. Kelly J. White, the J ain't silent. You know the rest.
Oh,
yeah.
I like it. Thank you.
And I got one more, guys and gals and pals, and I got one for Chad and Chris next week. I promise you that. But I got one more that means a lot to yours truly. So a little drum roll, please. Stepping back from the battles as I put the promos on pause, always paying tribute to a man who lived by honorable laws. Behind every leader standing sharp in the zone is the legacy of a father and the seeds that were sown. We're talking about my father, Haim Klein, a true giant of grace, who loved and moved with truth and forethought through every single space. Never the loudest in the room, but his character stayed tall, treating everyone with kindness, showing respect to all. Love you, Dad.
Beautiful.
Nice one.
That was nice.
I want to thank everyone right now in the comment section because we appreciate you hanging out with us for over 3 hours. By the way, guys, much love to Julio and Sebastian. They're going to rock the house on Wednesday night. We know what they do. The reason they're not on here is it was part of the stipulation. They got to earn Saturday night through Tournament of the Judges on Wednesday. One of them will. One of them will. And the one that doesn't still is going to have a place here. You'll see what I mean. But Julio and Sebastian, keep rocking on. Thank you, Kooky Echoes, Julio, Sonny, Rex for joining us as well. Bethany, Angel Miguel Torres, Sal's in the house. Janaea, thank you so much, all of us. Just all of you guys hanging out and commenting. It means the world to all of us. Alexander as well. Thank you. Appreciate you, Alex. Guys, I guess Lester. By the way, how awesome are Lester's videos, huh?
Lester's I love his videos.
Lester's videos. And a special shout out to our Wednesday night judge, Eric Saltzman, as well. I think we got just about everybody in here. Eric Saltzman, right, on screen as well. And Janaea workshopping as well. All of you guys doing your thing Wednesdays, Fridays, Mondays, every single day. But with that, I think right now the final drum roll is upon us. So whenever you guys are ready, thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. We are now going to all go to the very end of this show by, in unison, saying that one word together. It starts with an O and ends with an O. In a 3, in a 2, in a 1. What time is it? It is...
Yeah.
Obsession's going to be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about?
Rocky Balboa, neurosurgeon. He's convincing. You see what I'm saying, baby? Look at. It ain't gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna make sure it's not a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little cut here. Don't even worry about it. You know, that's Rocky.
They're not interested in creating that kind of social problems. Bring a woman into television. There's a couple of females now who are black who have television shows, but that's adhering to all this talk about women not getting roles.
Storytelling is not as natural as people think. You should rehearse it, practice it in your room before you do it. The pauses can kill you. The lack of timing and getting to the punchline can hurt. So I would say listen to the great storytellers and practice your story.
He adopted 2 kids, and then when his wife died, he turned his mansion into an orphanage that still exists today. Every CEO of Hershey's has been an orphan there. So, and he died as rich as any of his contemporaries.
When you correct a wise man, he becomes wiser. You have to be wrong or have an attitude of humility in those spaces in order for you to grow and to be a better person.
But the thing about hip hop at the time, 80s, going into the 90s, we counted on that music before us to be the music beds for us to rap to until we came into our own.
Now, they wouldn't let me bet big. Well, I didn't have the money to bet big. But they'd let me put the $2 on a 100-to-1 shot. And I never told my husband, I never told him what we were living on.
We used to celebrate every time a new city would come on board. And I have some vases that say 20 cities, and the next one said 50 cities.
My old man goes, those generals, they wouldn't even come up to the front until it was so safe a mosquito couldn't bite them. No, that was my dad's quote. He said that's what you'd see a general. When it was so safe a mosquito couldn't bite him.
Not only is she my lover, she's my partner. She's part of me. I don't have an entourage. My wife does the computer. My wife has the cell phone. I don't. So she's a necessity.